Good morning, everyone. My intentions were to start at 10 o'clock, but I got a little sidetracked and doing stuff. And then I looked at the time and thought, oh, crumbs. Hiya, Emily. Hiya, Night Owl. So yes, I sort of got a little sidetracked and didn't realise what the time was. And let me say, I looked at the clock and I thought, crumbs, it's gone 10 o'clock. So I thought, I just took me like multivitamin.
Good morning.
Morning, that was quick.
Yeah, it was actually already up. So
Hiya, choppers.
let's turn my camera on. There we go.
How have you been?
I've been good. Keith was having a bit of trouble with his hangouts last night because I have an interview with him tonight.
Yes, he used Chris as a guinea pig.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. He rang him, I think, because Chris went out with a drone. Now, we'd planned on going a little bit. Hiya, Nick. How are you? Yeah, he'd gone out with a drone, but we'd I had an appointment at the doctor's. Shall I show you the after effects of the blood test?
I saw the picture of, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, look at that bruise. Oh.
Yeah. This is like typical of when I go for a blood test.
Oh my God. That's scary. I saw the picture that you posted yesterday on Instagram.
Yeah, on the Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the biggest of the two bruises, basically, that's the first attempt.
Oh boy.
Right. So, I mean, I see the same nurse. I see the same nurse when I go for my B12 injections.
Right.
Now, to me, she should know me by now and know where she can get my blood from.
Yeah, she should.
Because, it's the same person that I go and see all the time.
Yeah, she should know.
Anyway, the first attempt, the bigger bruise. So I says to her after, I says, look, I says, I'm not trying to tell you your job or anything. I says, but you usually get it from here. And that's like the smaller bruise, which was a second attempt.
Oh, wow.
I'm injured, Mr. P. I can't do any ass work. I'm incapacitated. I haven't got a clue. Equinox. Thank you, Emily.
No, Keith hasn't been on yet. I know that much. I've been up since.
All right, Chris. Vicky was just saying that Keith was having problems, and I says, "Well, you was his guinea pig basically last night." Well, anyway, so as I say, the plan was after we went to the doctors, it was going out flying the drone. But as you know, it was one of the warmest days yesterday.
Oh yeah.
So we went to the local park and it were absolutely snided with people. And Chris says, no, I'm not risking it. I don't like flying where there's a lot of people about.
Yeah.
So we came home. So we decided, and same as we said, if he goes a bit later, there's likely to be less people there.
Yeah.
And basically, he decided to go about 8:30 or just before 8:30. And Keith had, I'd seen Keith in a droner's like chat. He did a live stream last night, and he says, I'm going to call Chris on Hangouts a bit later. And I says, well, at the moment he's out with the drone. So he says, well, better still get him to ring me. And he gets back. So if you'd have heard the conversation and the doors, the conversation was, and this is the doors wide open, Keith were fiddling about with his sound thing, and Chris kept saying, "Don't touch it. Don't move your hands." I thought, well, if anybody heard the conversation, and
It would have been turning
he
dirty.
kept saying, "Put your hand on your nose so I can see your hand, so you're not fiddling." And I thought, well, if the neighbours heard what he was saying, you know, they might think, "Oh my God, is he phoning one of these, you know, sort of dodgy phone lines?" You know what I mean?
Put your hand on your nose.
Yeah, and don't touch it. Don't fiddle.
Don't fiddle with it. Oh my God.
I was sat here, I was absolutely creasing myself with laughter.
No doubt.
And he kept saying, "What are you laughing at?" I says, "Well," I says, "you've got doors wide open." I says, "You're saying don't fiddle with it. Put your hand on your nose and don't touch it."
They need to get a broom. Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, so as I say, I'm laughing about it now, and I was absolutely creasing myself laughing at. I was absolutely creasing with laughter last night.
What I wouldn't give to have been there.
Yeah, especially if you were a fly on wall, Vicky.
Yeah, no doubt. You should have called me on Hangouts just so I could have heard it. No, he called me. It's a good thing I have. It's good thing Keith had me on Messenger though, like on Facebook, because he called me on Messenger last night to tell me, and I'm like, okay, well, let me know. I said I'll try and message you a few times, and if it goes through, it goes through. So it finally did late last night. So, oh, pardon me.
But you see, the problem that it was getting a very bad echo.
Oh.
So, and Keith had downloaded like this voice or some booster. I'm not quite sure. I mean, Chris will know more than what I do. Mm-hmm. Exactly what it was. But this is the reason why we're saying don't touch it, because they were like a studio mode, a church mode, and something else mode.
Oh boy, he had like 20 different modes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Eventually, they settled on the studio mode, and there were a slight. It ended up turning this voice booster thing off. Mm-hmm. You know, sound booster software. That's the one. But yeah, so same as I say, and they were sort of saying, should I do the interview with Vicky via OBS, blah blah blah, and then I think he settled that he was going to do it via Hangouts, basically.
Yeah, because that's.
Hi, Ruby.
I don't have OBS. I haven't downloaded that yet, but I downloaded Skype just in case he couldn't get the Hangouts working, because he said, "I've been trying to get a hold of you all day." He says, "and my Hangouts isn't letting me call you." So I tried to call him, and it's like giving me an error, and I'm thinking Hangouts has got an issue today.
I think basically for a while Hangouts has had an issue, because DJ Ian previously had been on my panel. It booted him off and then wouldn't let him on because he were going via the iPad.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Bossman says he's sorry he's late. Oh, well, I were a bit late, Bossman. Same as I say, I were doing stuff, I were washing the pots, etc. I put some stuff in the tumble dryer because it's like it was dull and windy here, but it's sort of, the sun's come out to play now. Bye, Chris. See you later on.
Chris.
Oh, Chopper's Rule says he'll be driving 14 hours at the weekend and still be in my state.
Why is...
Oh, Emily's up. Oh, come on, tell us.
Yes, come on.
Hi, Bella. Well, you see, we all got sent the... she gave us the number to the radio station.
Oh.
That Gethin does of a morning. But I'm sorry, Emily, I were a little bit late. I were a bit behind the 8 ball, and some of the say time got away with me.
Yeah. Oh boy. How you doing, Adam? My cat's in heat. Can you tell? She won't leave me alone.
Oh dear. Well, we don't have that problem because they've all been done.
Yeah.
It's only something stupid.
Yeah.
Well, share with all your friends, Emily.
It can't be stupid if you're super happy about it.
Well, that's it. Oh, Equinox says he saw it, so they've all been done.
Yeah. Good.
It's only something stupid.
Morning.
How are you?
Morning. Slap your wrist for being late.
Yeah.
Even though I was late myself. Hiya, Bella.
Hey, Bella.
How are you?
Hot.
I was just saying, I put some wash because obviously I've been doing the bedding for the past few days, so sort of the washing's been building up. So I put the washer on last night. Got up this morning, it was dull as anything.
Oh no!
I've actually put it in the tumble dryer, and now the sun's decided to come out. Oh, getting like some of my tweets and Instagram comments. Oh,
I've got a great big because I'm in the front room at the minute, and I've got a great big line of washing out. But I put it out really early because it's too hot to go in the garden and put the washing out.
Yeah, so exactly.
I put it out really early before it got hot.
Who's the stranger on my screen? Well, there's two, I think. One is Bella, the lady with the blonde hair. And no offence, Adam, but the bald-headed guy is Boss Man.
Charming.
Oh,
right, that's you off my Christmas list now.
Well, I didn't know how to describe it other than the bald-headed guy.
Well, I'm the only man on the panel. You could have said.
Oh yeah.
You see, this is why me and Bella are sisters from another mister, because we're both a bit,
No comment. No comment.
Well, I'm glad you didn't say the blonde man and the bald-headed woman.
And I need some sympathy this morning.
What have you done?
She's bruised.
Oh, she had a jab.
Oh, you've had your bloods.
We had the bloods done, look.
Bloods. The vampires have been and taken the blood.
Well, you know what I tell everybody? My blood's that special that I don't give it up easy.
Did you see the post I put on your Facebook page, on the what's the name page?
You'll have to remind me. I probably did.
Our group page. I put it on this morning.
What time?
About 8 o'clock.
Oh no, I probably haven't seen it then.
Oh, hi Carolyn. I'm the night owl.
Hi Carolyn.
Vampires biting her.
Yeah. My name is Vicky, Carolyn.
Oh yeah, that is the night owl.
Yeah, I'm the only Canadian in the house.
All right, I'm checking it now. Hiya, DJ Ian.
Oh, hello, Ian.
Hi, Ian.
Yeah, I like what Equinox put when she was, or it said here when you were trying to describe Adam, it says you mean the escaped convict. How are you this morning, Bella?
I'm all right.
Yeah. Just put Jeanette and Bella enjoying the eat. Very, very true, Bella.
If anyone wants to watch a little naughty video, I've uploaded the darker side of Father Christmas this morning.
It's all right. I'm just trying to.
Jeanette.
Jeanette and Bella enjoying the eat.
That's what what we're like, though.
Oh yeah, Emily's left the liked by Gethin Jones.
Ooh.
And on Instagram, Gethin Jones liked your comment. Had the coffee gone to your head?
No, it's not self-promotion, Ian. No, definitely not. We don't do self-promotion.
And thank you for the post that you put yesterday, Adam. Looking forward to the coffee morning.
Yeah.
I
look forward to it.
No.
But talking of coffee, I need to go make myself one in a minute.
I've got mine already.
My cup's empty because I just finished the last one a bit. And it went
not as late as what you are.
You're just looking at me picture. I've got a dress on. It's the same.
Well, I was going to say something, though. I kind of went.
I've got the same shoulders. They must think I'm sitting here and no, I have honestly. Look, can you see? I've got sundress on. Look, honestly.
Oh God!
Cackling
women. Oh God!
And Chopper's rule says black for me, please. Oh, Nick says his slaves made his.
The package man hasn't been yet. The package hasn't been yet. So there may be packages today.
Oh boy!
Hi, Kate James.
Are you going to open your package on screen again?
I don't know.
Kate says, Jeanette, I love your laugh. I can't help it. I've got a dirty laugh. Everybody says I've got a dirty laugh.
Sorry.
But yeah, so as I say, the only time I went out was like at 5 p.m. yesterday, and that was to go for the blood test. And by the time I got back, I was same as I said. I'm glad I were only out sort of slightly in it.
I know, I don't go out in it at all. Make me believe. Even the people on the telly are advising not to go out in it.
Yeah, same as I say, I never went out at all yesterday, only to the doctors to have this blood test.
Yeah.
I had to laugh this morning. I listened to the LBC radio, and they played a few things about Donald Trump. And some of his sayings and that, and he was saying, I like women, I really like women, I'm into women. And then he was saying, I'm a good person, I'm really a good person, I'm a nice person. I thought, who's that remind you of?
That's the person that shouldn't be named.
I know, but I thought, oh my God, you're secretly Donald Trump.
Oh dear. And that said person I banned anyway, so we're not coming in today.
Yeah.
Unless he's got a fake account.
Or he sends his minions in, but they'll be banned as well.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't ever talk about politics because it's not a thing I bring up on YouTube at all.
I don't understand politics. It's just stupid people talking silly things and making stupid rules up.
And getting paid a lot. And getting paid a lot for it.
Yeah.
And one thing that really winds me up, only thing I'll say about politicians, the House of Commons and whatnot, do you know what they have inside the House of Commons that they banned everywhere else, but they still are allowed to do it?
Oh, wow.
They have a smoking room inside the House of Commons, and that is God's proofs. They ban smoking and stuff in pubs and stuff. They've got a bar there in the House of Commons where they can smoke. It's one rule for one and one rule for another.
Exactly.
But going back, honestly, I don't make comments, but what was America thinking of? I mean, the leader of the free world, is he a numpty or what?
Well, it's basically the same sort of thing as when they voted for Brexit here. They never thought it was going to happen, but it did. People voted to leave.
Oh, no. And look at the mess we're in now.
Oh, Equinox says he got ripped to shreds in a thread earlier today.
That's not good.
Is that the person's name who we're not going to mention, or Donald Trump? I don't think 1 minute Donald Trump's going to come into my chat to see if we're talking about him.
Well, that same person I'm praying doesn't show up in my interview tonight with Keith.
Oh, well. Same as I said. Same as I said, Vicky.
What time's that?
9 o'clock. Oh, sorry.
8 o'clock your time, I think. Keith.
Oh,
Now I've got an interview with Steve tonight.
Oh, okay.
That's 2 interviews.
Oh, you're gonna be a busy girl tonight.
What time is yours then, Bella?
I haven't got one. Gail's got one.
Oh, Gail's got one with Crimson. Oh, right.
Yeah.
I thought. Well,
Was...
you know, I ought to be blonde, really. Sorry, no offense, Bella.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm blonde too.
I'm not blonde. It's out of a blooming box.
It's worse.
So you're not blonde by choice.
Grey. I'm really grey.
Oh man.
So what was that about the stream this morning? Where was that? What stream was that? You were saying that someone was being put down.
Yeah.
Was Equinox was saying that? Yeah.
Oh. He got ripped to shreds in a thread earlier today, and he's just put Cook. C-U-C-K.
Oh, okay.
And Malaya and Nathan says we're so funny.
You should call he who must not be named Lord Voldemort now.
Yeah. Crimson's just come in and says, I heard my name, lol, and randoms. Yeah. Bella's just telling us that Gail is doing an interview with you tonight.
Morning, Crimmy.
Yeah. Hey, Steve.
I hope you like the video that I've shared with quite a few people this morning. I hope you watch it and you comment on my editing skills. Even though I didn't make the animation, I changed a few things on it.
What it's called, says Nick. Cook. C-U-C-K.
Yeah.
Look at him behind me.
Hello.
What?
At least he's there in person, Bella. At least he's not got some fairy animals.
Hey, careful, he's out and about this morning.
Uh,
We'll be giving you a visit.
Oh.
My little furry friend.
Oh, this blooming teddy bear. Oh.
did you have a look on eBay, Baz, about, you know, the said...
Yeah, I did actually.
We're not... That's not to be
I didn't say anything. I just went...
Right. No, I don't know.
Love is in the air everywhere you look around.
I want one. I want one, Baz, because Chris isn't here.
Hey.
Oh, come here, Jeanette. Mwah.
Puckering up.
We're all potty on here.
Oh man.
Is Crim still on? Are you still on there, Steve?
Yeah. What time is your interview with Gail tonight? Because Keith's doing an interview with Vicky tonight.
I can't see the chat because I'm on the iPad.
Nick says, put her down. I haven't had breakfast yet.
Who said that?
Nick Equinox.
Nick.
And Emily says, oh, the stream's getting steamy.
Uh-oh, it's beginning.
Well, you see, we share the love.
Yeah.
Is anyone having sausages for breakfast?
Oh, there we go.
Not you.
Don't start on that one.
No sausages in this house other than my little boys.
We had some for tea last night.
Oh, did you?
I didn't even want to cook. It's so when you put the cooker on in the kitchen, it's boiling, isn't it?
I didn't cook last night. I was sensible. Cold chicken and salad.
This is the thing. Chris came in. It was absolutely drained. It were pooped. It were, you know. And he says, right. He says, I'm going to get down on the sofa and have what he calls a power nap, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, he will lay there and he says to me, can you put some sausages in? So I went and got some out the freezer, put them straight in the oven. So anyway, about 45 minutes later, he wakes up and he says, I better go and put some tea in. You told me to put some sausages in. He says, I can't remember telling you to put some sausages in. So he'd asked me to, and he couldn't remember asking me to put some sausages. And I don't know whether he were talking in his sleep or, you know, where you're just nodding off and you're sort of not coherent.
Yeah.
But he couldn't remember asking me to put the sausages in. I says, well, they're in now. You know, I've had to turn them off because they were almost done.
At least he didn't say, at least, you know, we know he's a donut, but at least he didn't say, you know, put something that you shouldn't put in the oven.
So yeah, so it was all a little confusing. He didn't realise he'd asked me to put some sausages in.
Was he grateful, though, that you'd actually cooked some sausages?
Pardon?
Was he grateful?
Yeah, you know. I mean, we had, going back to, we had bangers and mash, basically.
Oh, yummy.
I love bangers and mash. We done jacket potatoes and salad last night, jacket potatoes and cheese. But I got them McCain ones out. You know what you can just put in the microwave.
Oh yeah. I'm not fussed to them, Bella, because I find them a little bit like, I don't know, dry and you know what.
I don't mind. I mean, obviously I prefer a proper jacket potato, but I didn't even want to put the oven on last night. It was so hot. There's a big fire in Manchester, you know.
Yeah, I've sort of seen that on. Is it on Saddleworth Moors?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say they were on about it on the news this morning. It was on Saddleworth.
Go ahead.
And Ian did say something about walking towards your way, you somewhat down the canal or something.
Did you see that? Yeah.
Crimson, behave yourself.
No, she's not. No, she's not naked, Crimson. She's got.
Oh, for God's sake! Look, I've got a dress on. See?
You'll have to dress more appropriately next time, Bella.
Cover up your shoulders.
Nothing's hanging now. It's all tightly put away.
Bella, what you'll have to do, you'll have to get some face paints and just draw a line so it looks like you've got straps.
This has got a strap thing here. Look, but I've got it down. It's got one of them straps that go around the neck, but it pulls at the back of your neck.
We don't want to strangle you, Bella.
It says you've ruined the fantasy now.
Wouldn't be a fantasy, Chris. Steve, put you off winning for life, love.
Vanessa Kitty says she not slept all night with the heat as well.
I can't sleep.
And DJ,
when it's not hot, I can't sleep, so it's just whatever.
The drone footage I did, if you walk down the canal, heads to sunny Warrington.
Oh, I watched that.
Yeah, well, when sort of Keith was using Chris as a guinea pig last night with the voice jobbio, they were like screen sharing, and Chris sort of briefly gave Keith a glimpse of the drone footage he did as well.
Oh wow!
But because he went out sort of late evening, I think it's sort of got the sunset. You see.
Oh wow!
Keith put a lovely video up yesterday with all the birds in the hills.
I saw that.
I just watched that this morning. It's beautiful.
I mean, that's the sort of thing I'm interested in, like the cliffs and whatever, but I won't stand on one. Don't like heights. I mean, it's all right to watch it in that sort of thing, but
I don't like birds. I don't like things fluttering around me. The next door's cat bleeding horrible thing. It kills the birds, and there's some nests in the tree, and when the little birds come down, it grabs the birds. I'm always chucking things. I chucked a bottle of deodorant at it the other morning.
Well, you see, the thing is, on our back garden, we've got like a little nest box. And obviously, because we've got 3 cats, you always know when there's something either nesting in it or
the cats are all around it.
The cats just sit looking up at it.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't necessarily, attack the birds, but they know that there's something in it because they sit there like looking up at it because it's like on the back fence.
This one just kills for the sake. I mean, we've got a lot of cats around here. I love cats, but this particular one just kills everything for the sake of it. And I would put my washing out the other day, and Tess come out, and I've got quite tall plants in the garden. Well, it must have killed a bird and put it behind the plants. So I'm putting my washing out, and all of a sudden, Tess comes out the bush with this bloody bird in her mouth. I screamed my head off and went running in the air. I said, whatever's the matter? She got a bird,
So even though you haven't got a cat, they still leave you presents.
Yeah. And other sorts of presents all over my blooming grass.
Oh, those are very special presents, those are, Bella.
Yeah.
They're cat toffees. Or is it cat fudge? It might be dog toffees and cat fudge.
Tessie's running round after Baz. She's waiting for her morning. Don't stop.
Harry, stop barking.
She wants in on the action, Bella.
Oh no, she wants to. Oh, there we go.
Vanessa Kitty says we had a nest on the porch at the security light. The baby robins just flew off yesterday.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, they're at the front thing.
Crimson says dog fudge. That's the next level at 6 a.m.
Yeah,
Well, says him that sent me a picture of his dog doing a poop in the middle of a road.
Who sent you that?
Crimson, Steve. I put, what the heck is that? You mean to tell me you're sending me a picture of your dog? In the crouching position in the middle of a road.
Honest to God, they chucked the mould away when they made him. They really
Vanessa Kitty says, my dogs think the cat's litter box is full of Tootsie Tootsie rolls. He's put ha ha, I remember that. I sort of wrote him a message back. But what the heck is that?
Oh my gosh!
It says I zoomed in too. Oh, we do get on some weird subjects.
Yeah,
dog and cat poop.
Well, I can honestly say, because I've got 2 things on YouTube. I've got our lovely community and the beauty community. I do both. And I can honestly say on the beauty community, no one ever talks about dog crap. That's
why Bella likes to come here.
Because we talk crap. Exactly.
What did you talk about today? Crap.
Every bit of crap you can think of.
Yeah. And I were very thankful when Baz sent me that message the other day. He says, when he comes on my live stream, he never laughs so much.
Oh, Ruby Slippers, Crimson, you ruined my breakfast. Thanks.
You see what? But oh my bad, shit happens.
Hey, no swearing, please.
Oh dear.
Oh Yeah.
I think Nick says different class of people here, Bella.
Oh, the truth.
Well, this is it, you know, and same
Yes,
as I always.
we are very posh here, so you know, chap, we do things the right way. What?
Well,
Well,
DJ Ian is, he lives in Cheshire.
Some of the stuff they put on their face and pay a fortune for it, and that's crap, I can tell you.
Oh, Bella.
Well, talking about Housewives of Cheshire, I mean, I watched the Real Housewives of Cheshire, and they go to these spas, and I think I can't remember what it was, but they like went for these one full body thing, and when they told them what it were, they were going, "Oh, get it off me, get it off me!" It was some kind of poop, anyway.
Oh my gosh!
More money in cents.
You know, it's a case of, you know, well, I won't pay good money to be covered in shit.
Oh, no, thank you. Oh my gosh. If I was a woman.
Crimson says, if I was a woman, I think I'd look like a clown. Makeup seems hard to master.
Yeah.
We better get some practicing then, Crimson, because the New Year's Eve one.
Yep.
You better get practicing. Get practicing.
Yeah, get your glad rags on. Get your fishnets. Get your boob tube on.
No. The men have got to dress up as ladies.
That's what I'm saying. Get your fishnets on. Get your boob tube on. Get your glad rags. You know, get your.
We could always get Bella to do his makeup for him.
I will do best.
Or do a live tutorial. This is how you put the makeup on, gentlemen.
Oh yeah, that would be a good video, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
How to make up your man.
That'd be a good video. I've got no fishnets. I've got a couple of hair nets.
You've got a live model though there, Bella, haven't you? You've got a live model there, haven't you though? Baz, you'd be a model.
Oh,
live
yeah. I don't know.
That's a good idea, Bella.
Yeah.
How to maketh your man, not your man anymore.
Keith has promised me he'll let me do a face mask on him in Birmingham.
Oh. What? Hey, we need to come up with some really nasty ingredients then to put into this face mask. What can be added to this?
Right. Hang on a minute. Equinox has got a question.
Yeah.
Oh.
It says, what I don't get is why women pluck their eyebrows, why they pluck them out and then paint them back on with a pencil. What's that all about?
I agree with you. Why?
I don't do that.
No, me either.
Same as I say. I mean, I'll show you what I've got, and I'll use this for my eyebrows.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
You can do your other parts as well, but I don't use it for that.
This is what I use for my eyebrows. Nothing.
But yeah,
No.
you know, I'm a bit of a wimp as regards sitting there plucking them out with tweezers, but I use that. It's a lot easier, a lot faster. You know,
I don't
my
pluck
chin hair with it as well. I shave my chin hair with it as well, but you can use it on, you know, other parts, but I don't.
Yeah.
Just to clarify that, it's only used for my eyebrows and my chin hairs.
I don't pluck mine now because in the 80s, when it was all the fashion, I plucked them so much that they don't grow back now. I haven't had eyebrows for years.
Yeah, I don't pluck mine at all. I do kind of, you know, when you get the long straggly ones, I'll pull them out, but that's it. Yeah, I don't pluck mine at all.
Vanessa Kitty says I could get out the bullwhips.
Okay, wow.
Different subject.
From
And Crimson's is laughing at me because I was showing the. It has got a thing that you can actually shape your eyebrows with.
Yeah.
But it's too fiddly, so I just with that.
I've seen them. I'd be too much of a chicken to use it though.
What, in case it shaves them all off?
Yeah.
That sounds very painful, Chopper.
Rosie, what? I can't see the chat.
Chopper said, Jack, my cat is trying to sit on my keyboard.
And Ruby says, Slipper says, thanks, Jeanette. We know where your thing it hasn't been. Well, I thought just better put the record straight. It is that sort of trimmer as well, but I don't use it. You know.
But she doesn't realise this. Chris has been borrowing it and just not
privately or secretly.
Oh, my thing's going.
Oh, and Crimson's let us in on a secret. He says he's got a scar on his eyebrow, so it makes them uneven.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a tricky one when you're doing your makeup. Uneven eyebrow.
Yeah, we'll have to use.
So how did you get the scar on your eyebrow? That's the thing.
Fell off his bike when he was a kid.
Unless he was trying to manicure his eyebrows a few weeks ago, and it's left a scar.
And Chopper says that Cat's standing in front of his computer screen now. He wants in on the action of this saucy chat.
Oh my God, just don't mention it while you're trying to use it. Nick's on a roll.
Oh, yeah, he did like a vlog the other day. He says he was trimming the neighbour's bush. And I says, well, if you've got 5 minutes, Barry, come and trim mine. That sort of got a little bit saucy as well.
It's Barry here.
Anything with Barry Bog Vlog, or whatever you want to call him, it does get a bit saucy if he's around.
Oh my God.
He's harmless there, Barry.
Oh, he is harmless, but you just got to, keep him at that.
Yeah.
Or decipher his vlogs.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I watched his vlog this morning. It's funny, his vlog from the blog today.
Yeah.
Well, that was the one about the flies.
Yes.
I was going to say I've seen it, but I didn't get a chance to watch it.
Yeah. It's his jokes. The way they get worse and worse every time he does one of those.
Watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's great when you're in a bad mood. Just go to Barry. You'll never be in a bad mood again.
Crimson says vlog is awesome. He's great comic relief.
He is. Yeah.
Particularly when things that make you go, mmm.
Got into a fight at school. He says he got it by getting into a fight at school.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Or he stood up. Didn't he say he stood up for a bully?
He got into a fight with a bully and he
stood up to him. Yeah, good job as well.
Did you win or did you lose? That's the question, though.
Yeah.
Well, you see, this is the thing. I mean, when Chris was at school, he got picked on as well. And then he started to go into boxing. And hi, Ian.
Hi, Ian.
Hello.
I see you put the camera around the right way this morning.
They were on his side yesterday.
Oh, was he?
Made sure today that it was correct.
Yeah. Yeah. So Chris got picked on at school, started boxing, and then they were having a go at him one day. And sort of, how all the bully cliques have got a ringleader.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, you were having a go at Chris. He just went over to him. Boom. He hit the deck like a sack of spuds.
Oh, boy.
Well, anyway, Chris sort of hit him and run, if you know what I mean. And basically, this lad went up to him later on and he kept saying, I don't want any trouble, I just sort of did it to prove a point, blah, 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 blah. And he actually shook Chris's hand and said, you know, I'm proud on you. And from that moment on, and this lad said to Chris, if you have any more trouble with any others, just come and tell me and I'll sort them out.
Yeah. Yep. There you go. That's good though, because I mean, there's so much of that going on around with the schools. Our school says they have zero toleration, yet they're playing a game at school. And Austin, they have this little hill, and Austin says the game is that you're standing at the bottom and you have to fight your way to the top. Well, this one kid got another boy around the neck, so Austin was trying to pull them apart, and he accidentally slipped and pulled the kid's pants down. Okay, my son gets suspended for 2 days for that, yet the kid who tried to strangle the other kid got nothing.
Yeah, that's always the way, though, isn't it?
I would say you always find that
easiest target.
Yeah.
Easiest.
No.
I mean, sort of touch wood. Callum's sort of never been suspended or anything, but we have had a lot of problems due to his vulnerability as well.
Yeah, yeah.
What with one thing and another.
Yeah, exactly.
But you see, this is one of the things, because Chris was on about taking him to like what he did, you know, like boxing and whatever. I says, yeah, but it's all right. But if Callum retaliates same way that you did, he's going to get either suspended or excluded.
Yeah.
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 You know, I mean, you know, a touch wood. I mean,
yeah.
Carry on, Bella.
What's excluded?
It means, yeah, well, suspended is you get a suspension for so many days or a week or whatever. Now, this particular occasion, this lad kept picking on our Callum, or, you know, calling him names and all this, that and other. And actually, when they left the classroom this particular time, he just went up to Callum and punched his arm. Now, Callum told the teacher, and then when he came home, he told me, and I went ballistic and I rung school up and I went, you know, he's been picking on him for weeks now. I've told you about it. You've not done nothing about it. I says, and today he's actually left the classroom, waited till he got outside the classroom and punched him as he walked past. I says, you do something about it. I says, or I will. I'll go higher up.
Yeah.
So anyway, next thing, they ringed me. They'd suspended him for a week. Oh. And then they came back with the sob story. It's from a broken home, blah, blah, blah. I says, look. I says, I came from a broken home, albeit I were 18, like. I says, but that is a load of crap.
The cop out.
That excuse that it's come from a broken home. I says, at the end of the day, I says, it's a bullet, pure and simple. I says, and any more trouble, I says, and I'll come down on you like a ton of bricks. And I says, I'm just warning you.
Yeah, it's a
they
cop
do
out.
use that excuse.
Yeah, it's a cop out. They use it all the time. That's like, there's one kid in our neighborhood, and his mom, every time he does stuff, he says, he swears at the kids, tells them to F off, or he'll get mad when they won't play a game he wants to play or when they don't want to play with him. So I might as well just go kill myself. And, you know, he says he rates his friends from 1 to 5 and this and that and whatever. So when you tell her about it, she's like, oh, well, you know, he's an only child. He's autistic. He's this, he's that. And I went, you know what? I know a friend, and I brought up Gemma, and I said, you know what? I know a friend on my YouTube that I talk to a lot, and I said she's autistic, and there's no way she would ever treat anybody like that. So you can't keep using autism.
You can't keep using it, exactly.
Yeah, it's you see as well. This lad that got suspended, and then she says, "Well, his dad says he's took his Xbox off him for a week." I went, "Whoopie doo."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whoopie doo.
Yeah.
You know, I says, get him, you know, doing, you know, if that had been me and the boot was on the other foot and Callum was the bully, he'd be mopping floors and all sorts.
Yeah. That's right.
Well, I tell my kids, like, they argue a lot. Of course, they're brothers, right? So they're expected to, whatever. But I always laugh. I say, okay, the first one to argue or to continue arguing gets to clean the bathroom floor with a toothbrush.
Well, this is it. You've sort of got to teach them that with certain things comes consequences. And I've always said with Callum, if I hear you've been bullying someone or this, that, and other, I says, your feet not touch the floor, mate. Mm. You know what I mean? You think you've got an easy life, I says, but you know, you'll be mopping floors, you'll be cleaning toilet, you'll be washing pots for a week. You know, you've got to sort of say, well, that's going to be your punishment if you do something.
Yeah, exactly.
Equinox. Equinox says spoilt brat syndrome. Yes, exactly.
Exactly. It is. My grandson's got Asperger's.
Yeah.
And he's been brought up right. My daughter's done a wonderful job with him, and he's a lovely kid. He's a really, really lovely kid. He's very, very clever. Academically, he's very, very clever. Mm-hmm. And I mean, he's got speaks in his English language is unbelievable. He stops halfway through a conversation and says, "Now, do you know what I'm talking about, Nanny? Do you understand what I'm saying?" Can you keep up, Nanny? And half the time I
can't. Equinox said, talking of Gemma, I felt sorry for her this morning, and I put why. She got ripped into on someone's channel, really disgusted in what they said.
What was that? What channel?
Oh boy.
What channel was that? Who dripped into Gemma?
I think we know which channel that is.
It's probably Lord Voldemort again. That's my name for him now, anyways.
Donald Trump.
Oh my gosh, no way.
I heard about that. It wasn't yesterday, it was the night before or something. She was going on that she went into someone's live stream because they were talking about her and stuff or something or other things.
Chopper's rule, lick the nail on the head, bring back the cane. I totally agree.
Yeah.
And then there was a thing on the news this morning in the UK, they're scrapping sentences of a year and less, unless it's serious.
No sentences for women.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, they're stopping prison sentences for women, apparently.
Oh. Oh, he says, no, it was this morning as well.
Oh.
Oh, talking, and Vanessa Kitty says, put them to work before all that starts, and perhaps they would learn not to do it. Yeah. Talking of which, Callum is doing his, what's it next week? His work experience.
Yeah, see, we have that for high school out here. You have to do 40 hours of community service before you can graduate.
You know, and as for sort of prison sentences and everything, I reckon they ought to bring back national service.
Yeah.
You know, like drug dealers and GBH and all, they ought to get them put in army. That'll teach them a thing or two.
Oh, they should just bring back the Green Mile. Sorry, I didn't say that.
But yeah, I mean, I'm all one for punishment where it's due, if you know what I mean. For the more serious, I think they ought to bring back capital punishment.
Yeah. But
that is only my opinion, you know. But I don't agree with it, you know, take a life for a life. But, I mean, you see, this is going back as I watched a program called 24 Hours in Police Custody.
I love that program.
The other night, there were this lad, and he were phoning in to the police, and he says, all these body parts buried in a garden, blah, blah, blah. And I think it was just a cry for help. Now, a few days later, there was a phone call, and it was his brother, and he says, my brother's just stabbed my mum. And he stabbed her, I think, 2 or 3 times. Now, from what I can gather, it was part of a gang, and I think he was being easily led. I think he'd got, it was finally diagnosed with schizophrenia.
Oh, boy.
Now,
I haven't watched that episode yet.
They actually took him to the hospital thinking that he'd get sectioned.
But they don't do that now. They don't. They try not to do anything.
Yeah, they sent him out. They sent him back to the police station, saying it was capable. You know, it was mentally, capable.
Yeah. Bless you.
Thanks, Vicky. It's hay fever.
I have it too. No worries.
So, but it did say sort of right at the end, they did section him because basically the police were pondering. They went to the Crown Prosecution Service and they said that there wasn't enough evidence basically to charge him with anything. Now, the police were saying, well, from our point of view, is a danger to the public, is a danger to himself, and is danger to his family.
Mm-hmm.
Just for 1 second, before you carry on, I just have to show this to the screen. If Soul Rhythm can see this, hello. We don't have subtitles working on the live stream. Sorry.
but yeah, so not only did they sort of appealed the fact, and basically they played the recording where his brother had said, my brother's just stabbed my mum. So that got overruled and they charged him. Originally they was going to charge him with attempted murder, but then they changed the charge to I don't know, it was ABH or GBH. But it did say sort of right at the end, eventually it did get sectioned and it was found that it got schizophrenia.
See, this is a thing, you know what? Like, because they've allowed the insanity plea into courtrooms and stuff like that, it's become like an epidemic. Everybody claims insanity now, and it's like, I don't know, people are getting off for things that they should have been going to jail for, and you got innocent people being charged for stuff that they had nothing to do with, just because they're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I think they go for the easiest target.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But, I mean, it was obvious this lad needed help right from the get-go, you know what I mean? And this is going back to the National Health Service letting people down.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, I have big views and strong things compared to all about that. Having suffering myself with and being in and out of mental institutes and hospitals for most of my life since I was about 15. So I know the stories all behind it all and all that.
But as I say, I mean, it were putting like the police in a predicament. They knew we needed help. The doctors knew we needed help, but it wasn't given that help.
Yeah.
Here in the community, my big fat hairy.
Yeah.
It's a load of rubbish.
Hiya, Gemma. How are you?
Ah,
Gemma.
good morning, Gemma.
Hello, beautiful Gemma.
We love you.
Yes. And we all stand behind you.
Fantastic last night. Gemma really got involved in my live stream. I'm not self-promoting, Ian.
Okay.
This happened yesterday, Ian. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gemma really got involved in my live stream last night. Fantastic.
I'm not self-promoting either. I'm waiting for my interview with Keith tonight, but I'm not self-promoting. It's
Are you interviewing Keith or is he interviewing you, Vicky?
Yeah, he's interviewing me tonight.
I'm really glad he's doing that.
Yeah,
as long as he doesn't bring out bad boy Keith, you'll be all right.
Oh yeah, he's promised me he won't do that to me. Of course, if he has a drink while he's talking to me, then we don't know. But you know, I've seen him after a few.
I'm really glad he's done
Oh, Carl's in the room.
Hi, Carl. Yeah. Holy cow. Oh.
Some strange people, isn't he?
Yes.
It really is.
People are strange.
You think they'd get the hints as well?
Well, same as I say, you'll not be bothering us this morning unless he sends in his minions in, because I banned him.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah.
And as I so eloquently put it to Bella, I'm fed up with his bullshit.
Did you ban him both ways? Did you ban and block him both ways, Jeanette?
I just banned him from. He's probably watching now, but I couldn't give a shit, basically.
And as if yeah, he'll magically comment in a minute, bet you.
Yeah, I have to have.
You haven't blocked me.
Yeah, I'll have to have code with Keith tonight. Lord Voldemort's in the room.
Hey, well, Vicky, I'll be sat there with my wrench. Don't you worry.
Oh yeah.
I think I might join in on and watch tonight because I'm not doing any self-promoting tonight because I'm not doing a video tonight. So you'll be fine. I'll be there.
Carl says I have to rush to work, but can't wait to be watching you all again properly.
Oh,
no, because you've been romanced these past couple of weeks.
Oh, is that air Carl on?
Yeah. Bella, where you been for the last 5 minutes?
I can't concentrate on two things at once. I'm looking at
you know, but I am a sensitive person. But when it comes to people like that, I haven't got the time of day for them. And, I call a spade, and, if you don't like it, then you can sod off.
Yeah, yeah, I hear you.
I've never actually properly spoken to that person, but I don't like him. I have left him a couple of comments in one of his live streams. I went in once, but I wouldn't actually bother going in again ever.
Yeah.
There's only one person that's out for self-promotion, and that is it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I should be sitting there with my wrench as well, Jeanette.
Yeah, well,
appreciate it, you guys.
It'll be quickest off at draw, Bella, because as soon as he comes in, and not even have time to spit dust because it'll be out there. Because you know what he's going to do as soon as he comes in. He's going to,
This is more important.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and the thing is too, like,
all right, sweet.
Bye, choppers.
How long my interview goes with Keith? Like, I have my trivia night tonight too, or no, I'm doing it this afternoon. I mean, but I would normally have my trivia night tonight. Thank God I don't, because afterwards I might need a rest if he comes in.
But yeah, I mean, the way he lays into people.
Yeah.
I mean, is that narcissistic and whatever? That I bet any money he is in there.
Mm-hmm.
He is a narcissist.
I will bet your bottom dollar he will come in.
Oh yeah, of course.
He won't be able to help himself.
No.
I wish I could come in tonight, but I'm DJing.
You can always watch it later.
Yeah, I might actually watch. What time roughly will that be? Is it going live tonight?
At 8 o'clock your time, I think. At 3 o'clock my time. So about.
But if it's 8 o'clock our time, I'll just be starting. So, and if it's a football game on, I won't start till 9 o'clock. So I should
He's already got it mapped out in his head.
I'm going to say, DJ Ian has to work his schedule around us.
Hey, Donnie's here. Hello, Donnie.
Hey, Donnie.
Donnie.
Have you had any more thoughts about your sponsored silence live stream you're going to be doing?
Oh, Ruby's going back to bed. See you later, Ruby.
Bye,
Ruby.
Yeah.
It won't last 5 minutes. I don't not sort of, you know.
Yeah.
I don't.
That's why we're making a big thing, because he wants to do something that's awareness for people with cleft palates and stuff. And I said, why don't you respond to silence? And then if he does it as a live stream, and every time he speaks, someone has to donate money, which will be all the time. So he'll make.
We know Donnie can't keep quiet.
Exactly. That's why it's funny.
I mean, actually, when you think about it, we could all do it as like a community.
Yeah.
We could, yeah.
You know, and you sort of do the awareness thing, you know.
Oh, no.
I'm watching.
Watching from the other room, Bella, or is he sort of lurking?
Where is he? Has he just said something?
Yeah. He's put, I'm watching.
Oh.
That's why I went like that.
I thought something about me doing the sponsored silence. That would be physically impossible.
I was going to say, I think you might have a few words to say about that, Bella.
Yeah, exactly.
He's at work, Donnie.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I mean, sort of, as a community, we could sort of do the awareness thing to, you know, and sort of on my YouTube, on my Facebook thing, do like a, you know, thing for donations and send them to a, you know, Donnie's, you know, wherever his donations are going.
We
you know,
could all do like half an hour live stream, so they're not long, so we can all get a chance to do one. We all like do half an hour. I think we could stay quiet for half an hour.
I don't know about that
one.
I don't think Adam can.
No, because there's an easy way of doing it. You mute your microphone. Microphone.
Yeah, but you see the jaws moving.
Yeah, but you're still quiet though, aren't you?
Technically, yes.
You know what us women, you know what us women are like? We can't shut up for 5 minutes, let alone half an hour.
No.
I'm trying to do two things at once, which is terribly confusing for me. Ian.
Yeah?
What is near what's the name? You've just said it's near somewhere.
Walton Gardens.
Yeah, what is?
Where I've been yesterday doing my drone footage.
Ah, yeah.
I didn't want to give too much away because I was like on the internet and stuff like that. So
your Baz has put that a bit good. Bella being quiet for 24 hours. I'm up for that one.
See, we could get Donnie to give us a link to whatever charity it is that he's doing it with, and I agree with Adam. Do like a hour live stream if we can, and
obviously post the link in my Facebook group thing as well, and like us all post it like on Twitter, on Instagram, etc. You know what I mean?
Yeah, on everyone's Facebook. You know, if you've got groups, if you've got everything, so we can get as much people involved as possible.
Yeah.
And actually, for once, actually get it properly global, not just saying, oh, we're going to do this, and then sort of it doesn't happen properly, and then it sort of happens, and actually really do it this time and get everyone involved.
Yeah. I mean, sort of collectively, I mean, like his own individual channels, like do it on his own individual channels, his own, like the YouTube community, Facebook group on us, you know, on a singular Facebook page, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Donnie's kids are so cute too. When he was doing a live stream the other day, he's like running around and the kids are jumping, they're trying to take over his live. It was so cute. Yeah.
My Facebook, Donnie, is my name, Jeanette Pickering. Now I have got a a Facebook group called Jeanette's Community YouTube Place. It's all right. I'm just going to click on that link that Gemma's put up and.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I did add Gemma on Facebook. I'm not too sure.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't.
Such a sweetheart.
Part of the group, but I haven't got a row. You know. Well, I've added you as well, Gemma.
I was going to say, Gemma, if you want to add me, I'm in Jeanette's group and I'm on Jeanette's Facebook.
Yeah.
Jeanette stalks me, don't you, love? You see everything I do.
Don't tell everybody. A secret's out now, Ian.
That's a rumour that'll get started, Jeanette.
Oh, yeah. Me and Ian and Sophie, all three on us in the bed.
And you're all pregnant.
I'm going to say. I think that boat sailed, Ian.
Hold on, Nick says he works. Nick says he works in a field. Given the field I work in, so you actually is it a grassy field, a cornfield, or what sort of field is it?
Well, you see, the thing is, he does charity work as well, and he also tutors in college and everything, like photography and whatever. But he also works for a charitable group called Mungo's. I don't know whether you've heard of it.
No.
No, I don't know.
I mean, I don't want to discuss really what it's all about, but
yeah,
he works for a charitable, called Mungo's.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a teacher. Yeah, I know he teaches photography and and whatever, but I mean, it's not my place to discuss what Mungo's does, but he
Oh,
it's all right. I'll just look for that one, Donny. Real name is Simon Rook.
No.
Oh. It's all right. Pixie messaged me at 11, coming home for his dinner. Don't normally, because I packed him some sandwiches and everything this morning.
Sorry, I'm looking for. So we're all quiet now. All of a sudden.
Donny's got me on.
Yeah. There it is. I found him.
I haven't got you in my private one.
Well said, Nick. You do it professionally, not as a scam on YouTube.
Yeah.
There you go.
He only pertains to be a life coach.
Okay. Oh, it's the big red bear.
Hey, red bear. Boom, 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 boom.
Like my little comment.
I couldn't see it, could I?
No domestics on my live stream, please. There's only me and Chris allowed to have a domestic on the live stream.
You disappoint now, Jeanette.
Can you imagine us all in the house in Birmingham, Bella? Oh, Gordon Bennett.
Goodness.
Oh, dear.
We'll all be slung out. It'd be like, you ever seen that episode of Fools and Horses where they all get slung out and go into that spooky hotel? You'd be like...
Oh, dear. Always got Gemma, Night Owl and me, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, John Franco, hello.
Hey, John.
Hey.
Welcome to the madhouse.
That's it, eh?
You don't have to be crazy to come here, but it helps.
Yes.
No, don't lie, Jeanette. You have to be crazy to come here. Come.
We're all a little loopy.
A little.
Yeah. Okay, a lot.
Speak for yourself, I'm a big loopy.
Oh dear.
As everybody jokes around, they say, you know, you've got 4 boys. How do you still have your sanity? I go, what sanity?
Look at her. She's woke up because the blooming. You see her.
Oh.
The postman's just come.
Well, this is the thing.
Did you get any packages?
I mean,
I'm looking and all.
Today, but I've opened it and I'd sort of opened it without you seeing.
Uh-huh.
I've not
Because here's what's inside, another box.
he usually opens his packages live.
Hey, Gemma. Hello.
Hi, Gemma, love.
I've just sent Gemma a thing.
That sounds painful.
Hey.
Gemma's in the
Morning. Hi, Gemma.
Morning, Gemma.
Morning, Adam.
Morning,
Bella,
Jeff.
Ian, Jeanette, Vicky.
Hi. How you doing this morning, hon?
Yeah, I'm okay. I've battled through crap after leaving Adam's live stream last night, but yeah, certain people decided to get on my back and cause some issues, but it's all been reported to YouTube. YouTube's aware that I was being severely, bombarded.
Bullied for no want of a better word.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in fact, the thing is, the reason why they started retaliating to me was because they mentioned about the Midnight Raven and Jeanette, and I was like, whoa, and I basically kicked up a bit of a sting. I was like, before you even bring up their names, I said, do not go there. I said, there's no need for this to be brought back up again. It's old news. Stop. Don't do it. Like, just leave it alone. It's been dealt with. Move on.
Yeah.
And then
Let it go.
like, oh, you're being sugarcoated. You're kissing their ass. Blah, 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 blah. I was like, no, I'm not doing nothing. I said, they're my friends. Just leave it alone.
Well, this is it. I mean, you know, to be somebody's friend in no uncertain terms, you don't have to lick their arse.
No, exactly. That's what I was saying to him last night. Well, this morning, I got off my iPad. My iPad died twice. I've had to recharge it again to come on here. And they're like, oh, you're being brainwashed, Gemma. You're meant to be a 30-year-old woman, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I'm not 30 yet. I've still got 4 months.
The exact reason why that said person got banned, because I'm fed up of hearing his bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's old news now. Why keep going on?
And I said this on my live stream yesterday. It's done. It's dusted. It's gone as far as we're concerned.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
You know. So why? You know, and this is the thing. That is the second time that certain person has come in my live streams. I don't support him. He doesn't support me. So why feel the need to come into my live stream and disrespect me?
The gobshite.
Yeah.
It wasn't actually him who was saying things. It was some of his followers who are basically saying that apparently people need to protect me because apparently I can't cope with the truth, and basically making me out to be this complete idiot.
That's awful, Gemma. That's
saying
awful.
basically that I need to have white knights fighting my battles for me. That people want to constantly back my corner, and I was like, whoa, what the hell?
I have never heard people spew so much, and I'm going to say it again. I have never heard such bullshit in all my life.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yep.
But I held my own. Like I said to him, I'm not going to sit here and fight with him. I said I have no interest in causing any trouble whatsoever. I left. I was dignified. I said, by the end of the day, they're all my friends. I said, I'm not going to put up with crap being restarted when there's no need for it to be restarted. So I left, and then they bombarded me, which was like, oh, is it because that you fancy RJ that you're kicking off? And I was like, no, I don't fancy RJ. What the hell is wrong with you?
Well, this is it. If they've got to resort to low blows, Gemma, they're not for the time of day.
Yep, absolutely.
Which is why I've reported it to YouTube. And I've put under the thing that he was slanderous. I put that he was bullying people, and I've just said also he was slandering other channels, and this is inappropriate and it's against YouTube service guidelines. So hopefully they'll do something.
Well done, Gemma. Well done.
Bella.
Hello.
Have you seen the fire?
No, I have. I'm just wondering if it's going to come this way. Oh my God!
That's at Cantilever Bridge.
Oh my God!
Wow.
That is.
And Emily hit the nail on the edge. She says people are quick to jump to conclusions.
Yep.
Just because they're the said person's minions, it don't mean to say that they can jump on whoever's back.
Yeah.
They're so pleased.
Like school kids in the school playground. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly.
No, we're not in high school anymore. We're all grown adults. It's time to grow up. And
as for them saying we're brainwashing her, we sort of,
they don't know how tough I actually am, and like yesterday,
exactly.
I held my own against them. There was what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 of them on my back this morning.
Awful.
And I literally was just like, luckily, one said person was actually helping me. He rang me this morning, was like, "Is everything okay, Gemma?" Blah 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 blah. And I have spoken to him. He has reported it to YouTube as well. He's actually put in a complaint saying that he didn't realise how bad the stream had got, and he reckons that he's sorry and blah blah blah. So he's told me to leave it at that. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to argue it. So
I'm just going to mute my camera and my thing because I've got to get up and unlock the door because Chris has just messaged me saying,
"Don't let him in. Don't let him in."
I'll be back in 5.
Okay.
And then I've literally just woke up in the last hour because I've literally didn't crash until about 2:30 this morning.
Ah, bless you.
Bless you.
That's awful, Gemma.
It's okay. They're not going to get to me. They're pathetic pieces of low life who think they can. The disability.
Oh, hold on 1 second. No, Pixie, I will not. That is so rude of you.
How dare you?
What did he say?
I'm on countdown to Vicky's interview. Like that's making my day a lot easier to cope with. I know that I'm going to watch Vicky being interviewed by Eagle, so that's my day. Yeah, that's going to be something I'm looking forward to today, and seeing Adam and everyone else on here. So that's been my day on YouTube.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Pixie. Yeah, into the puff of smoke.
See, we're here to put a smile on your face, Gemma.
Yeah, I know you're all wonderful people, and like when I logged onto the chat just now, and I saw people say it's Gemma. I was like, oh no, people obviously know what's happening. I'm thinking, oh. Yeah, but it wasn't as bad as I thought. Like they were being assholes, yes, they are being horrible, but I stood my own against them. I'm quite a tough in myself. But as soon as they started saying about, oh, you're being brainwashed, I was like, no, that's where I draw the line. That's it. You don't accuse me of being a baby. And I was just like, no, that stops.
I have my own passion.
Yeah.
My dad's always taught me to defend myself. My parents like, Gemma, if anything happens to you, you have to stand up for yourself. And I'm like, yeah, I do. I've never had things sugar coated. I've always defended myself anyway. So for them to say to me yesterday, oh, you don't know what you're on about, and women belong in the kitchen. They were saying about how us women are meant to do the housework, the cooking. And, that's your job. I was like, no, that's not.
Stepford wives. That's what they want. Bloody Stepford wives.
Yeah, not happening here.
They're like, oh, you should know your place, Gemma. A woman is only spoken to when she's given permission to speak. Otherwise, you be quiet. I was like, no.
Wow.
We're not in the Middle East. We're not in certain countries where they don't allow their women to do anything.
Men in this country speak like that ever.
No, you know what? I'm a single mom, And if any one of my boys ever talk to a woman like that, I beat them. Sorry. They know better. Yeah.
It was just the only thing that upset me was just they were making fun of people who I care about, and I was just like, no, enough's enough. You draw the line, and that's why I walked out. I was just like, no, enough's enough. And they're like, oh, but you can be on other people's live streams. You don't realise what you're saying. I'm like, shut up. The people who I'm live streaming with, I know and I respect, and they're all my friends. They look after me. And that's just, I was just like, you know what, screw this, I'm done. So I just walked out after about 3 hours of being bombarded with being called retard and I was called a medical mistake and other stuff. I was just
God. Wow.
Like, you know what, I'm done. Wow. That's it, I'm done.
Oh, wow.
That's so disrespectful.
Disgusting.
Yeah. Oh my god!
And then one of them said to me, "Oh, your parents must be so distraught that they have to be careful what they say to you, Gemma." I'm like, I haven't lived with my parents since I was 19. I've lived in supported housing and shared housing, and now my own flat. I haven't lived with my parents since I was 19 years old.
It is absolutely disgusting.
Oh, that is terrible.
Yeah, very.
How do you keep allowing that?
Because apparently it's freedom of speech, and they have every right to say what they want, and it's YouTube, and there's a code of conduct for YouTube.
I'm going to say that there's a fine line between saying freedom of speech and downright bullying, and
that's terrible. I wouldn't have thought so.
I just laugh at it. I know that I'm not retarded. I know that I'm not medical.
Of course you're not.
Like, whatever. Ha. Don't really care. I'm just like, screw you. Whatever.
I'd have gone whatever, losers.
Yep.
Yeah.
I did. That's why when I finally got to sleep at like 2:30 this morning after having an hour phone call, I literally crashed out, and then I've just had like a text message to my mum, and I was like, Joe, did something happen online last night? I was like, Mum, don't worry about it. It's all been reported. I've dealt with it. It's nothing
exactly
I can put up with. So
at the end of the day, Gemma, you don't need anybody to fight your battles because you're quite capable of fighting your own.
Exactly. That's why the only reason I got angry with them is because they were being horrible about people I cared about. I was just like, no, enough's enough. You draw the line. You don't do that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're the bigger person to just not say anything and just leave it and walk away, but to report it, you're a strong woman, Gemma, and I give you credit.
I mean, I get the bit where she says she don't like people talking bad about her friends, but we're all the same. We don't like people talking bad about our friends.
Absolutely. Yep.
So I'm hoping YouTube will either take it down or they'll review the conversation, because I've sent them all proof as well. So I'm hoping they'll get back to me and realise that they're in the wrong, and hopefully that'll be it.
Which channel was that on, Gemma?
It was on my friend RJ Sanford's channel. He basically ripped into living crap into me. He started off all nice to me, and then within like 15, 20 minutes into his stream, he started raising his voice at me, talking down to me. And yes, I know he's blind, I know he has disabilities, but there's no way in hell I'm letting a blind man talk to me like that.
I'm going to say, does that give him the right, just because he's blind and disabled, to talk to anybody like that, let alone you yourself?
I'd poke him in his eye if he spoke to me like that.
He told me off about not taking a joke. He's like, Jimmy, you don't have no humour. You don't get what's a joke, what's not, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, don't you dare rub that in my face. Yeah. Yes, I struggle with jokes and sarcasm, but I'm getting better at it. I learn. By doing live streams like this, I learn how to communicate better. I learn how to take a joke.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Gemma, whether he's blind or whatever, he said something like that to me, and he's within kicking distance to get a quick thing in ghoulies.
Yeah.
Put it politely. Yeah. Try saying that.
Chris, be careful what you say and do. Jeanette's in a kicking mood.
Yes. Well, yeah.
It just doesn't give anybody the right to talk to anybody like that, no matter what disability you have.
Well, just because he licks said person's arse, it don't mean to say everybody else does.
Yeah.
No, like I actually made him delete a stream a couple of days ago because he was basically talking a load of crap about people who I watch on YouTube. He's like, "Oh, you shouldn't watch these people, Gemma." Da, da, da. I was like, "No, enough's enough. You don't slate several well-known YouTubers who are going to be really, really angry when they find out."
I think because Equinox has put RJ as one Keith wants to interview, but I think after recent events, I think he'll change his mind about that.
I think Keith, I don't think that'd be a good idea. I don't think.
No, I don't.
Keith's
no, I think after recent events, I think he will change his opinion about that.
Yeah. You know what? It makes me sick to see that there's actually people out there like that. You know, and it's
Hi, Whaley Bird.
It's disgusting. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't get it. Like, I have kids, and I'm old school that way. Like, I wish they would bring back the fact that I can.
What you got now?
I got it. But,
oh, good, Bennett.
But they would never think twice about talking to anybody, let alone a woman like that. That's just disgusting. I'm sorry. He came on James's stream on Saturday, and he was talking about how Lord Voldemort went off on him about his behavior and how he was talking to people and everything else. Well, I understand now why he went off on him then.
There's a strange man in my ass bringing me gift.
Hello, Pixie.
Hola.
Hey, Pixie.
He just walked in with a big telly. It brings all sorts of stuff home, you know. Pixie with his big mobile phone.
But no, you're a strong person, Gemma. Don't let them get to you.
I know. It's like yesterday they tried to convince me to they were trying to convince me to quit YouTube and stuff. They're like, "Oh, if you can't handle YouTube, you shouldn't be on it." Blah blah blah. You knew what you were signing up for. Blah 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 blah. And I was just like,
yeah, but the fact is, Gemma, you can handle YouTube.
Yes, I was just going to say.
You can handle YouTube.
I was just going to say
at the end of the day, you've not signed up to be bullied and treated like that to be on YouTube.
No, exactly.
Anyway. We've all come on because we all enjoy interacting with people, not to be bullied.
Yeah. Exactly. And that is basically the top and bottom of it. They're trying to bully Gemma.
Yeah, that really is.
Not us trying to bully Gemma. We're not trying to sugarcoat anything. You're just here as Bella is, as Bossman is, Ian, and Vicky as a friend.
Yep. Yeah.
What? What? I've put your coffee in.
I've just made two.
I feel like I'm overpowering your live panel, Jeanette. I apologise.
No, you're making us aware of the situation, Gemma. You're not sort of taking over in any way. Gemma on the panel, a said person, as Vicky refers to as Lord Baltimore.
Does the one put it in?
Hey, Pixie.
Go on then. I'll let you make me one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this, I held my own, and basically I'm just like I've said to Eli, I'm keeping my distance at the moment. He knows that I'm keeping my distance, and he's also said to me to take some time off to reassess how I feel about certain things, and so he knows that he's given me some space. He said that he won't communicate with me as much, so he knows that
Hallelujah.
I'm upset with it. So I had a discussion with him at 1:30 till about 20 to 3 this morning. So
yeah.
Yes, I was in that live stream, Jem, at that time.
Oh, okay, Ian. I didn't really read there.
Yeah, well, I didn't comment, but I was watching.
Yeah.
I didn't comment.
It's all good. I'm a big girl. I can kick some backsides if I have to.
Go, Gemma.
I'm big enough and ugly enough to look after myself, so I don't. They're just pathetic lowlifes who think they can pick on not just me, but there was another lady in there from Australia who was getting more worse than me. So they thought I was getting picked on bad. They picked on this lady from Australia like something chronic. They're basically saying she was nothing but a sex symbol and she was like 21 years old. I'm just like, no, that's not.
This is the thing. You not noticed that he's only picking on women.
Yeah, and vulnerable people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all he's doing. It's women, and like Jet just said, it's arsehole. Sorry for the language, but that's what he is.
Yeah.
It's like RJ and stuff were just being downright rude. They were saying that the women should obey everything the men tell us. We shouldn't say no to things. I'm just like, what?
Yep.
What the hell? I didn't obey no. Sorry.
Actions speak louder than words.
And it's like they're like, oh, Gemma, haven't you woke up to what men want from you, Gemma? Like there's one thing that men want. I was like, nah, don't go there. Don't even go there.
And Equinox says we have spies everywhere.
Yeah, I'm just talking to Equinox.
But did you see the action that I did, Gemma? I went.
Yeah.
Whaley Bird says you had good hand movement there, Mrs. P. I've dealt with plenty. That's why, Whaley Bird. Oh dear. But yeah, you know, yes, I'm a woman. I do have my opinions. So what? Deal with it, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Vicky, you are my poem topic today. I'll be uploading your poem this afternoon.
Your strokes are too small.
You know what? I forgot I had my mic muted. I've been talking for about 3 minutes and I forgot my mic was muted.
I normally do that, Adam. I did a live stream one morning and I'm stalking away and doing all hand movements. I thought, oh shit, I forgot. I've left my mic muted. So I was dribbling on for about 3 or 4 minutes, not realising my microphone was. Oh dear, I'm still laughing at what Whaley Bird put.
It's a man shake.
For that, Gemma.
Man shaking.
But yeah, basically that's what said person thrives on, drama. Basically,
yeah.
Whaley Bird wants to know when take 2 with the Litchi is.
Possibly this evening.
Possibly this evening, he said. Whaley Bird, he's probably heard you. Well, the story behind that, Neil, probably.
Hang on. Well, I'll do that other thing that we're on about, Whaley Bird.
Yeah, he says he's got to do the other thing, and I don't even know what he's on about. Yeah, he did. He went, and it was good to do the waypoint thing.
Oh, okay.
But only he'll know what I'm on about because it's something to do with the drone.
Yeah.
I think I know what I did. I adjusted some on my waypoint, but I didn't save it, so that's why I didn't go.
He says he adjusted something but forgot to save it. I mean, I don't know what the heck he's talking about, but...
Chris, it could be worse, mate. You could think that you're recording drone footage yesterday when you realised you didn't press record, but you took a picture. Right, that's what I done yesterday.
That's why I've got Litchi and it does it automatically.
Yeah, he says he's done that several times.
I pressed the wrong side and took a picture. And I thought, yes, that's great footage. Then realised I took a picture.
Been there and done that, Ian. Hiya, flying monkey. How are you?
Coventry.
It's the first time I had the drone out for a long time. I forgot how to use it.
Well, at least you didn't do what Chris did.
Walk out with slippers on.
No, went out flying the drone and actually realised he'd left the drone behind.
Oh,
you know, he goes out, supposedly to fly the drone, gets to where he were going, opened the boot and thought, oh crap, I forgot the drone. So we had to come back.
Only Pixie.
You said it, Vicky.
Yeah. Well, and my dad told me the story once that he had my brother and my uncle and him were at the mall one day, and he says that my brother just didn't want to leave, and he said, fine, you know what? He says, we're leaving. So he opened the back door to the car, and he thought my brother got in, and they're talking away and everything as they're driving, and my dad goes, right, Rick? Rick looks behind him. my brother's still back at the mall. They had to go back and get him. He was only like 4 years old.
Whaley Bird wants to know, Ian, what drone you got?
I have a Phantom 3 Professional. That's what I was using yesterday, but I also have the Mavic Air as well, don't I?
You'll have to chat, because I don't know whether Whaley Bird... Are you got Whaley Bird or...
Does he have? No, I've not got Whaley Bird, but I will have in a sec. I'm going to sub to his channel now.
Yeah, DJing is the guy. Yeah. Well, I can't see from here. Yes, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one. I'm going to say you're going to have to bring it closer to the screen here because I'm as blind as a bat. It's DJ Ian Entertainments. If you want to chat, if you want to type something in the chat, Ian.
Holy cow!
You've got to remember, I'm a poor old lady.
Mm-hmm.
You're not old, Jeanette.
A defenseless old lady.
Can you see that, Jeanette? No.
Yeah.
That's me.
Oh.
Adam, welcome back.
Who painted that? Did you paint it yourself?
No, it's me. It's me. One of my pictures off my big camera that I took.
Welcome back, Adam.
Thank you.
I'm just a bit rude. I got my back to everybody.
Oh, cool.
That is really cool.
That's cool.
Flying Monkey says, do you have to have a license to fly a drone?
Nope. As long as we stay under the 400 feet, is it hobbyist? As long as I'm not selling it commercial, then I don't need a license. Same as everybody.
He Pixie sort of, he got approached by somebody, you know, I don't know whether they were an estate agent or whatever, but they wanted Chris to sort of take aerial shot, blah, blah, blah. And he says, well, this is sort of a difficult area because, he says, in order for me to get paid to do that, he says, I need a pilot's license.
Is it?
Yeah.
If
a pilot's license?
Yeah, it's a the CAA. They want you to have the drone license. If you sell or monetize your videos on YouTube for drone footage, that is classed as commercial because you're gaining from it. Any of my drone footage that I use, I always just put a song in, which just bounces the copyright anyway, and I don't get paid for it anyway, so it doesn't get monetized.
Yeah, and as Whaley Bird said, cash in hand is fine because, you know, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, what they don't know won't hurt them, sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But do it like this estate agent wanted Chris to sort of take aerial footage of ours, etc., blah, 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 and he was going to be getting paid for it. You basically have to, it's over £1,000, Bella, but you actually, you know, like, let's say if he was to take the pilot's license, he would actually be able to fly a plane. And it's like that sort of license that you have to take, you have to get.
It's not good.
It's basically, if you're gaining from your hobby, as Ian says, if you're being like basically paid to do a job with the drone, then that's when sort of, you know, this sort of you have to take this pilot's license.
Bella, do you remember the Queen last week coming to witness? Did you see that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, my footage of the Mersey Gateway was put in front of her. Before that was edited and put in front of her, because it was classed as being commercial, it was going to be on ITV and stuff like that. I had to sign to say that I was gifting that to them and not earning from it, so I didn't get myself into trouble. So
it's really stickly rules.
Yeah, there is very strict rules about it.
Yeah, if I was gaining from it, I was making any form of money from it, then I would need a license. But I can gift
WrestleMania. But yeah, there is a lot of rules. I mean, I don't sort of know a lot of the rules, but from what Chris has told me, you know,
I didn't realise that.
He basically had to turn down a lot of things for the fact that in order for him to gain from the drone footage or get paid to do certain things, he's had to decline because of the fact that he's got to pay over £1,000 for a pilot's license.
You can get the license now for about £750, I think it is. Still a lot of money though.
Yeah, I've got that just sitting in cash in my back pocket. I'll become a droner.
Chris says it's about 1,200.
Where's my papers gone?
There is certain companies that are doing it cheaper now because it's becoming to the point of where you have to have it done. So they are knocking the prices down. But it was originally about £1,200.
All my boyfriends here.
Which one?
This one.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about you, Ian.
Which one?
Everybody's starting rumours about me and Ian, and he's got me pregnant, and we engaged.
Oh,
by the way.
She's having a football team. She's not just having two. She's having
Hey,
yeah. Oh, Gordon Bennett.
First class.
He says, do you want me to send her off first class?
Can do.
Oh, dear. Morning, Carter. Wakey, wakey, rise and shine.
Competition, Carter.
Oh, and is in an undressed state. I'll get reported.
Viewed on YouTube. Oh.
Yeah, that's it, eh?
Equinox, that's very true. It is a PFCO.
Permission to fly commercial operations.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Oh, cool. He's so tired.
Oh.
Gemma, are you coming to Birmingham?
I would love to. Keith did invite me the other day when I spoke to him. So I need to look into trains. It's about a 4.5 hour ride for me on the train.
If it's any consolation, Emily Bird did, because she only lives in Dudley, which is not far away, and she goes to Birmingham regularly. Now, she did say that anybody that needed meeting off the train, she will meet people off the train.
Oh, okay. I'm going to have to message him. I've got her on Facebook. I'll do that.
Oh.
You know, sort of. You see, the train station is supposedly right next to the bullring. But same as Emily said.
Yeah, but it's called Birmingham New Street, the station. I know where it is.
Well, for people that obviously, I mean, we've never been to Birmingham, but we're going on in the car. But for people that are travelling by train, Emily said she will meet people at the train station.
Oh, good.
What date is the meet? It's the 21st of July, Whaley Bird. I mean, Ian hopefully will be making it with the drone.
Yes, fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Bossman won't be making it because it's too far for me to travel. That noted. And I'm dog sitting at that point in my life at that week.
Yeah, hopefully Equinox will, because he's basically he lost his drone, so he's on about, I forgot what drone he said is purchasing, but Keith's taking his drone, Chris is taking his drone, so basically they'll be all droning on.
Oh.
And Flying Monkey says Birmingham is not far away from me at all. So there's another one. I mean, Flying Monkey is actually from Coventry, as we were talking about it yesterday.
That's not far.
And Whaley did ask what you were vaping. I think didn't you say tobacco?
Yeah, it's just 18, strength 18, and it's just, this one is Benson and Hedges. But it's only the flavour. It's not actually got tobacco in it.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Equinox says he's hopefully getting the P4P.
Oh.
For you non-droners, that is the P4 professional.
Okay.
Nice.
I thought he was talking about a games console, though, not really.
No.
But yeah, I mean, that's drone talk. That's, you know, I do sort of pick little snippets up here and there, you see. Oh, sorry, he had a major problem after a DJI update, had a fly off.
Yeah, 2 days, you guys are meeting up in Birmingham 2 days after my birthday.
Oh, wow.
So, Vicky, you're not coming over then, no?
I wish, dude. I wish I'd be on there with bells on. I'll hopefully be coming, what was it, in September, Jeanette?
Well, we said sort of September, October or November, sort of that. We're having one a bit later on in the year because Crimson wants to come over, and Vicky was talking that she'd come over with Crimson.
It's only a walk away from it.
You host it in London so more people can get to it.
You'll have to do a GoFundMe, Adam.
Yeah.
Take a leaf out of...
How many of you are actually going to donate to my GoFundMe, though? That's the thing.
I would.
$1 maybe.
I'll create it then. Get me to wherever on whatever the date in October or November.
Does anybody know?
Lord Voldemort, and you know, donate.
Jeanette, does anybody know whereabouts that one will be yet? Has anybody thought of a place?
I don't know. I mean, it's sort of not been discussed because obviously it's so far away. I don't know. It might be in Birmingham again. I don't know. I don't know. It's sort of not been discussed at the moment.
Yeah.
You'll have to have it somewhere where it's near sort of airports for people who are coming over from America and Canada and all the sort of other places.
Yeah, apparently, according to Ian,
somewhere central like London. Because you've got airports near London for Canada and London and for me. And it's also handy for Emma as well, London, because it's not so far. Even though it's a long distance, it's
only
about
an hour away from London.
Well, you see, Gail actually lives in London. So
she could host it. She could host the event.
You know, it's sort of... We've sort of got to come up with an idea as we're meeting in Birmingham again, we're meeting in London, you know. Yeah. It could always come to Sheffield.
Yeah.
I'm in London on Tuesday.
I love London.
Yeah, apparently, according to Ian, Canada's walking distance to you guys.
I know for a fact it's not because it took 13 hours on an aeroplane to get there, so I know it's not.
If you just jump on your little ice rigs, you can get yourself across, can't you?
Oh, it's not winter here anymore.
Right, I've just reminded Chris something because his auntie died.
Oh no!
And his mum rang me last night to say that the funeral's on Monday. I've just asked him because he says, "Oh, I'll have to ask, you know, for the time off work."
Yeah,
they should do that under compassionate leave anyway. They have to.
Yeah. Well, same as we said. I mean, it weren't particularly close to this auntie, but it's his dad's sister, and she has been battling. She has been battling cancer quite a while, you know, and. You know, she passed away last week.
Oh, you know. I'm sorry, Pixie and Jeanette. That's sad.
It is. Oh.
So I sort of just asked him. I said, "Did you mention that you want Monday off?" You know, and he's just said, "Oh no, I forgot."
Oh boy.
So Ian, did you say it was Tuesday when you come into Sheffield?
No, London. I'm going on Tuesday.
Oh, you're going to London on Tuesday?
I'm going to watch a certain band as we call Queen.
Oh. It's never been the same though without Freddie Mercury. You must admit.
It won't be, and it never will be. But Sophie booked them back in February as a surprise for me. I've seen Adam Lambert before, over in Vegas.
He is good. The guy that sort of sings.
Oh, Adam,
you know, the part of Freddie Mercury. But at the end of the day, I think Freddie Mercury made Queen, if you know what I mean.
He did.
Very much so.
I saw Queen live at Wembley.
Yeah, I know.
The only band I've seen live was Madness when I went to Kent last year. That was great.
It's all right. Bella is just seeing the thing on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
It says, "Oh, I like that thing that Bella's done." It says, "You and Bella."
That's a good picture.
I'm gonna have to head off now, people. It's been lovely this morning.
Okay.
No worries, Adam. Have a good one, mate.
I'm gonna walk to the chip shop and get some chips for my lunch.
Okay, then.
I'll chat to you on
Bye,
Facebook
Adam.
later, Adam.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Caring is caring.
Yeah. Take care, everyone. Don't get up to anything I wouldn't.
Okay, then.
Thank you very much, Adam.
Thanks
Come
for
on.
joining us, Adam.
Every time.
Bye.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later.
Equinox says Top Band Madness.
Yeah. The only bands I've seen in concert, I've seen a few. I've seen Ozzy Osbourne and Alice Cooper.
I saw Alice Cooper.
Yeah, he was good.
I saw Ollie Murs this year as well. That was good.
I've seen Kiss. I've seen Metallica, Guns N' Roses, stuff like that.
Oh, look.
I love concerts. You walk out of there and you can't hear anything, but it's still fun.
That's just like coming to one of my gigs on a Wednesday and Sunday. You come in, you go out earning nothing.
Well, see, now you need to come and DJ out here now.
I do a rock venue every Wednesday and Sunday.
Yeah.
So Indian rock.
Oh,
So
nice.
it's good. It's good.
I've got it. That's one thing that's on my bucket list because my son Sean, he's 20, but we want to come out to London. So.
Hi there, Minx Laura 123's Wacky World. Oh,
hey, Laura.
What I'm gonna do on
place then?
On Tuesday, Vicky.
She's a good body. She's fine.
Oh, watch that paddle, especially that Ian.
Hey, what's that, Chris? Eh?
He's got to put 2 pennies with. That's my boyfriend you're talking about.
Laura's from Essex in the UK. She's lovely. I've been following her for a while. It's been nice.
Did you like that one?
Yeah. He went quiet, didn't he?
Which one? Is it Ian or Carter?
Oh, both.
Oh.
I've got a few. Me and Bella are the cougars of the clan.
Apparently.
You know what I always say?
Yep.
Many a good tune played on an old fiddle.
That's right.
Would I say there's this truth in that?
Oh man.
or I say it just because there's snow on the roof don't mean there's not a fire in the grate.
Oh man.
Well, on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday next week, I'm gonna try and get some footage of the National History Museum in London.
Oh wow!
Oh, I've been there many times. It's a lovely place.
Me too.
I'm laughing at what Equinox was saying, and I thought you were talking about me. Then I'm going to say, what you're talking about? I am still a sex symbol.
Ian, I was going to ask you, have you ever been to Sussex?
Who, me?
Yeah, have you ever been to Sussex?
Yeah, plenty of times.
Yeah, I went holiday there.
Yeah, me too, caravanning.
Oh, cool.
I went to Butlins in Sussex a couple of months ago with my sister. That was fun.
I've been to Butlins at Skegness, and I've been to Butlins at Minehead as well.
I've never been to the Skegness one.
Nah, Ian. You know it's our secret rendezvous. He says it's not a secret because I drove there. Yeah, I'm waiting in car while I was there.
I was a red coat for a little while at Skegness.
Well, I was going to ask if you'd ever been near Bodiam Castle at all.
I'm trying to think. No.
Yeah, because apparently my dad's been told through generations that apparently our family is heirs to that. And the funny thing was, he says on a drunken night, our family member gambled it away. It doesn't surprise me.
The answer to the big red bear's question is over the other side of the room.
Yeah. Excuse me.
But, you know, I mean, this is the whole point of these live streams. We sit, we have a laugh, we have a joke, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and if you can make people laugh, that is sort of, this is what we're aiming for. We all like to come and have a laugh. You know what I mean?
Yes.
We don't sort of take things too seriously.
Yes, no.
I was just thinking about what Ian was saying about DJing. Years ago, and I am going back years ago, I used to sing in a band from university.
Yeah.
And we used to do little local gigs and everything. And we used to go to a place to meet up. There used to be a music paper called the Melody Maker. I'm going back years.
Yeah.
And you could meet up with other bands, and in a place in King's Cross, you could meet up with other bands and just practice with them.
Yeah.
So we did that one night, and we met up, and then we had a few jams, and then halfway through we was having a sort of a break. We sat one side, they sat the other side, and I was so thick. I mean, even thicker than I am now. I was, and they're sitting there anyway. They're passing this cigarette round. So the guy, the bass guitarist, I was going out with him at the time. I said, "Oh, look at them poor sods." I said, "They've only got one fag between them." So the Jim who I was with said, "Shut up and don't say a thing." So I said, "But the one fag," I said, "they must be so hard up." No, my band are all looking at each other, say she's lost it. And I said, "Oh, they've only got one fag between." So anyway, he comes over. This lead singer of the other group, he comes over and he goes to offer me the fag like this, and I got mine out of my pocket. I said, "No, mate, have one of mine." Oh. I was so dense.
You got you not crying, Bella.
Oh, if you're wondering why I've gone brown red,
Wow.
You didn't do that story, did you, babe? Oh, I'll tell you later. I can't tell you now because I can't stop laughing. Oh dear.
I was completely daft.
Oh.
No?
Oh dear. Hiya, Joanne. Sorry about that. You must,
Hi, Joanne.
you must excuse me.
Set it up now, but everywhere.
There was
The thing is, my eyes is that runny. I can't see chat.
There was another time we practiced, and I mean, I was younger then. I used to go to a gym class, and I didn't go there now, kill me. But I used to go to this gym class, and I thought I was on a diet, and I thought, which I always am, and I thought, oh right, I'll go to this shape up a little bit. So I went. It was in Ilford, so I went down to this gym class during the day, and it was a couple of hours. I came out. And as I was walking down to the bus stop from the gym class, all the cars were too in. And I thought, blimey, that's work quick. And they was all going beep, 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 beep. And I thought, oh, my goodness, what's going on? What's going on? So I got to the traffic lights to cross the road. And as the cars pulled up, the car in front, put it round the window down. He said, I've seen that face before. And I looked round, all my skirt was tucked in my pants and everything was on. Everything was on.
No.
So that's what they were doing that.
I've done the loo roll hanging out my knickers before, but you know. Joanne says, looks like you are having a good time. It's Bella telling the story time.
I've always been far.
Oh, well.
My kids asked me about the X-Lax story the other day, Jeanette, and I couldn't stop laughing.
Oh, dear.
Oh, man. I was like, no, I'm not telling you. They're like, come on. No.
Sorry. Were you here, Bella, when she was telling the story the other day about it?
Yeah.
Oh, dear. I don't know whether Ian was.
Here, Ian, when I talked about that?
Yeah, I was. I was in the other day, wasn't I?
Yeah. It was
Yeah. Thinking it was chocolate, and she went to the fridge and she ate it whole bar.
Needless to say.
Oh.
You paid for it next day, though, or even sooner.
No,
Jeanette, are you on your Facebook there?
I can be. Why?
Are
you sending me saucy messages in?
Pictures.
I'm gonna keep an eye on you too.
It's all right, Chris. It's only me windmilling.
Ian, feel free to add me on Facebook. I put my Facebook link in the YouTube chat.
Right. Okay. What I'll do is, I'll go through it in a minute and then I'll re-add you. I'll add you that way.
Cool.
Are you actually on about Messenger, Ian, or are you on about
Messenger on Facebook?
Okay, then I'm ready and waiting.
Oh my gosh. I think I already have it, don't I, Ian?
I think so, Vicky. There's that many on my Facebook. I can't keep up with it.
It's got a full harem of them, I'll tell you.
I was going to say there was 3,000 people. We went down to a few people, didn't we? That's what's confusing me, Jeanette.
Yeah.
Bella, I've just sent you a friend's request.
Okay, hon.
Oh, dear.
Oh, all right. Okay, Jeanette. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. No, we don't want to start any rumours or anything.
We don't.
Yes, you do.
Gemma, I've just sent you a friend request.
Okay.
Just keep it between ourselves.
Yeah.
What goes on in the chat stays in the chat.
You know,
got you.
You've got to keep quiet on the panel now.
Yeah.
I got
Until
you,
you
Ian.
post it, right?
Thanks, Joe.
Okay.
Oh, that's yeah.
See, it's not very often you see Ian lost for words.
Yeah.
And as they say, actions speak louder than words.
Yes, that's right.
Just saying.
I'm looking forward to uploading your poem today, Vicky. I've got it sat here in my notebook waiting for me to upload it later.
Aww.
And what I do, like what I done with Jeanette's poem, I'll link your channel. I'll give a description about it, so then people can then hop onto your channel to have a look at what you do.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, and don't forget to post it in the Facebook.
Yeah, I'll put it in the
Facebook group as well,
yeah.
Gemma. And I love that song that you posted yesterday. I absolutely love it. Funnily enough, when I went to the doctors yesterday, you know how I put the title, "You're Amazing Just the Way You Are"?
Yeah.
We called it Asda from the doctors. That came on the radio. And just as...
Do you only went to the doctors because it was for a pregnancy test? Just have to throw that out there.
So anyway, we just as we were going to Asda, just the way you're amazing, just the way you are came on the radio. Just as Chris was coming out of Asda, that "This Is Me" song came on as well.
I've never heard of that song.
Bye, Big Red Bear. Yeah.
I sent it into the Jeanette's Facebook group page yesterday.
Gemma.
It's from the show, The Greatest Showman. Listen to it, Bella. It's very, very inspirational.
Very nice.
Jeanette mentioned it in her live stream yesterday, and I was like, right, okay, I'm going to post it in the group. So I went onto YouTube and copied it.
I'll have a look down the post, Gemma.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's both them songs to me are very inspirational.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very good. Yeah.
You know, and when you're in an emotional state like I am, being pregnant and everything.
Yeah, and engaged.
It's all right, Gemma's wondering, you know.
Well, all right.
You know, just to put the record straight, now I'm not pregnant.
No,
sorry to tell you, Ian, but I'm after you cut her a meal ticket.
I was gonna say it's gonna cost me. It's gonna cost me a fortune. This because Sophie's pregnant and a meal ticket. You're pregnant and want a meal ticket. I'm gonna be skint, aren't I?
You're gonna have to work 24 hours a day.
I know.
I'd tie yourself to that drone and go up with it if I was you.
Plus, I'm engaged to 2 different women. It's great now.
Quite the gigolo, is Ian?
Now you got some new woman friends, Ian.
That's right.
Say that again, Jen.
I said, now you got some new woman friends. You got me on Facebook.
I know. Rumours are really going to start now.
I know.
This is the one that I'm getting married to so far.
Oh, she's stunning.
Yeah, she is. She's beautiful. Is Sophie.
Beautiful.
That's Sophie.
Equinox says, "Can I be pregnant and have a meal ticket?"
Yeah, I can sort that out for you. I can do
it. I don't want to be pregnant. I've done that.
In for a penny, in for a pound. That's what I say.
Yeah. It's funny though. After I had Carter, I had my tubes tied before I had Carter, and after I had him, they fixed everything again. And the doctor turns to me as I'm laying on the operating table. He says, "You know, if you get pregnant again, we're going to rename you Mary."
Got you, Vicky.
I was gonna say, in mine and Bella's thing, it would actually have to be the Immaculate Conception.
Yeah.
Same as I said.
Records.
So I'm gonna say, same as I said, that ship sailed.
It ain't gonna happen again.
Definitely wouldn't want to be pregnant again. My God, don't mind practicing, but I don't want the bleeding.
You know what they say, Bella? Practice makes perfect.
Yep.
I definitely wouldn't do that again.
Yeah, no. You know what? I love seeing other babies and everything else. I just like being able to hand them back at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of pictures of my nephew on my Facebook.
What's that?
You'll see a lot of pictures of my nephew on my Facebook. So I spend a lot of time with my nephew. So if you see a lot of pictures of a little boy, then yeah, that's my nephew.
Aww.
And what are you saying, Ian?
So I've got an 8-year-old sister, haven't I?
Oh yeah.
That's enough for me.
I'm gonna say she's enough of a prima donna.
Yes. She is a princess of the family. She is literally, she gets everything, that kid. So she's enough for me. I don't need any kids.
That's it.
I've got her to put up with.
Yeah, I've got a 26-year-old sister, an 18-year-old brother, and my sister's little 5-year-old little boy. So that's plenty.
Yeah, well, my mum passed away when I was 8, Joe. Unfortunately.
Sorry, I didn't realise that.
Yeah, it's a breast cancer. So my dad remarried, met somebody else, and then decided to tell me 8 years ago, and I'm 30 next month. So there's a bit of a difference between us. That I was getting a baby sister.
I see what Baz has put. Mind keeping it clean, please. You know what? Only thing I've got to say, Baz, is you know what we like.
Ian.
Yeah.
I can sympathise with you about the breast cancer thing. As part of one of the reasons why my auntie died of cancer, she had breast cancer and she had pelvic cancer. She had something in her pelvis that was. So I can understand how painful it must have been for you to lose her.
Yeah,
I think somewhere along the line, my mum died of cancer as well, just over a year ago. So I think in that respect, I think everybody at some point in their life loses somebody to cancer.
Yeah.
It's. I don't know if you guys can see, but I am actually full of tattoos. I've got my mum.
Wow.
Just here.
Wow, I like that. That's nice.
And then this is my mum.
Oh,
that's lovely.
So
that's amazing.
My mum's everywhere with me.
Yeah.
Well, this is it.
That's a lovely thing to do.
Yeah.
So
lovely.
That's really nice work, Ian.
Yeah, it's a guy in Chester, Bella, called Peter, Lord Nelson's. Very, very talented guy. I'd done his wedding for him. That was the least I could do when he's done that for me.
That's brilliant. Very clever.
That's about 4 years old, this one now, with my mum. So, my mum passed away 20 years ago, just gone in March.
That wasn't one sitting, was it, Ian?
The whole portrait was one sitting.
One sitting? Wow.
Yeah, the whole arm took, I think we worked it out, about 49 hours in total.
Wow.
So, I'm pretty covered in it. I'm starting on this arm now.
The one I have on my left calf is the Tinkerbell and everything, right? That took 2.5 hours. Yeah, I'll have to show you guys one day. I'm not getting up to do it right now, but
I've got that on show. Look,
there you go.
I've got that one.
Talking to Tinkerbell, Vicky. There we go.
To be covered.
That one there, Vicky.
Yeah.
That Buddha, that was 7.5 hours.
Yikes. Yikes.
Non-stop.
Yeah, no, my Tinkerbell only took 2.5, 3 hours, but it went numb after like the first half an hour, so I didn't care, right? I was good after that.
Yeah, it's places
awesome.
like that. That's sore on your wrist.
Oh, wrist bone. Ouch.
Well, say I've got that one. I've got like a Cupid on my shoulder there. Obviously, I've got that one on me.
Oh, I've never noticed that. What's that one, Ginny? Like a rose?
It's just a flower. It's just a flower, look.
That's pretty. That's nice.
You see, me and Pixie both had one done at the same time. He's got like 5 stars.
Yeah.
You want to come and show me your tattoo, baby?
What?
The one on your hand.
The one on my arse.
The one on your ass.
No, not that one.
All right then.
Oh,
yeah.
5 star.
Like 5 stars. He's got Adam James. Show me others.
Oh.
I wouldn't be able to have a tattoo. It might have pain.
He's got my name on one arm in a love heart. And then he's got Callum's name on the other arm.
Deleted because she's running off at Ian.
Got some other bad news for you, Chris. Jeanette's going on this song was a portrait just here.
He's having a portrait of me on his arm. But yeah, I've got one on my ankle as well, and that's sort of just like a daisy pattern thing.
It's not Ian's arse.
No. I'll see if I can show you guys mine. I don't know if you can see it too well.
Oh, cocking a leg over. Vicky's cocking a leg over.
No.
See that?
Oh, Belle, that's lovely.
Yeah, the hearts in the hearts there. It's got my kid's initials in it. So she's like blowing the hearts out of her hand.
Cool. That's nice. Same as I say, I've got that one. I've got 4 altogether. One on my ankle. I've got like a thing on my shoulder. I mean, I can't really show it because it's too awkward to.
Ian seen it.
Ian seen it, has he?
Ian and Chris have been the only ones that's privileged to see it.
Ooh.
Chris, Jeanette's seen this one as well.
Oh God, you're not flashing it off, are you?
Ouch. Ian, did that one hurt?
Yeah, that one. I couldn't walk for about 2 days.
Oh God.
It's I've got a few tattoos.
My dad has tattoos.
Equinox says all is a tribal.
Nice.
And cover his scars.
My dad has an English bulldog from his shoulder to the middle of his arm here. He's got a big, massive English bulldog down his arm, and then he's got a love heart of me, my sister's name, on his shoulder there.
I've got war wounds. I've got bruises. Look.
I need one to cover this here because I have a devil and a unicorn up here.
All right. Chris has just said it's turning into show and tell.
I have a little hummingbird on my shoulder.
Oh, nice.
I'd love that. But because getting older and that, and the skin's not as what it was, it'll look like a bleeding chewed up by the cat hummingbird by the time.
Oh, Black and Decker. I wonder what he's referring to. He says, I have the Lord's Prayer in 3 different languages on my Black and Decker.
Oh, boy.
Fair enough.
And then everyone goes silent.
Yeah. Oh, on to a new subject. No.
I think Whaley Bird needs to explain that one.
Yes,
in plain English.
Woody Woodpecker.
It's Cockney.
Yeah, well, as Chris so eloquently put it on his Woody Woodpecker. It's not actually on the panel, but he keeps pouring his 2 pennies worth in.
I think, in other words, Whaley's trying to describe his size by saying
that's why it goes from 1 language to 3.
Today.
Oh, Cockney rhyming slang. Yeah, I think we get the picture. I think Pixie and Bella was on the right tracks.
Yeah. Well, it's just like that old joke that says, a guy had a tattoo put on his, of $100 bill to see how fast his wife could blow $100.
Come on, Soups. Soups.
You like that one? Well, my dad told me this joke. My dad's a very firm Christian man, and for him to tell me this joke, I was like in shock. What? Cat?
We like a good black pussy.
Oh my gosh. But my dad told me this joke. He says, how many birds can you fit under a Scotsman's kilt? And I said, okay, what? And he says, it depends on the size of the perch.
Well, I've got a black pussy too, Ian, so ha ha.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I've got 3 pussies. So beat that one.
And you've been battered like that.
Trust you to be different, Jeanette. Trust you to be different.
I've got a ginger one, a black one, and a black and white one.
See, well, I've got 2 black ones, but one's a short hair, one's a long hair.
So now we're all bragging about pussies now.
Ian?
You know?
Mine's currently licking itself at the minute.
Ian?
Gee, I'd like to be able to clean myself. I'd never need another man.
Or in a man's case, you know, you never need another woman.
That's right. If you
Oh, Wheelie Bear says that looks like Cole, who sadly got put down at the weekend. Oh dear.
Oh no, that's sad.
Little Suki, that is.
That's sad.
Equinox, feel sorry for Equinox. He ain't got a pussy to stroke.
Oh.
I'll lend you one of mine.
So say mine's bouncing around the garden at the minute.
I don't know when, on or on, or.
He's just gone back out now.
He says the sun comes out, boom, they're gone.
I told her before to go and play on the expressway, which he still hasn't yet.
Oh my gosh. Aren't you glad you came on here this morning, Gemma?
Maybe non-stop laugh.
Good.
You know, if your dad asked what you were been talking about, friends got pregnant by another man. We've all been stroking his pussies, and I've got 3.
Ian?
So that's sort of a shortened version of the live stream today. Sausages.
And Bella's looking to help people with their cigarettes.
Yeah. Yeah, and Bella offering people a cigarette.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so sort of that's the shortened version of it, Gemma.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to go through the old conversation. Sausages, pussies. Ian's got me pregnant.
That was Donnie who started the sausage talk. That was Donnie.
I was telling them about you while you were having a nap. He said, put some sausages in. I said, and then you couldn't remember asking me to put any sausages in.
I'm so glad Carter went back to bed.
Jeanette?
What?
Did I ever tell you about Sophie doing her drawings?
No.
No?
Can we see?
Oh, yeah. Oh, Freddie.
Gosh.
Wow.
That's
beautiful. Amazing.
That's really cool. Wow.
Really good.
Wow.
She done that. I can't remember if I told you or not, because she done this one as well. This one's a bit different. Anyone would think I'm into Freddie Mercury, but I'm not, I promise.
Cheating on me with Freddie.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Very talented.
She done that one as well. I don't know what I've done now. I'm back.
It is. I mean, yeah. I mean, you know, does she just do it for a hobby, or you know?
Does it to stress free? She says, and I always keep saying to her now, do it is make some money out of it, and she.
I would love her to do a picture of me and my nephew off Facebook. I'd pay her for it.
Oh, if you go onto Sophie's album, she's done like David Bowie and all kinds on there. She's really, really good, but she just won't do it more often.
I'll have to message you on Facebook, and I'd love her to do a picture of me and my nephew. That'd be great.
Yeah, you know what? She probably would. She'd sit there and do it, but she'll say to you, I'll send it you. That's how she is. So I know what she's like.
Wow. Well, you know. as we say, Ian, you've struck gold there. You know what I mean?
I really have. I really have. She's a good one.
Don't know what season you like, but
I don't. It might be the stroking of the black pussy, I think.
Maybe.
That and having a big sausage.
Not that you're promoting, Ian.
Yeah.
Stop promoting yourself.
No self-promotion in here.
No.
Right, guys, I'm going. I haven't eaten today and I'm starving.
No worries, Bella. Have a good one, love.
Yeah.
Don't eat any sausage, though.
Don't have sausage for dinner.
See you later.
Yeah, see you later, Bella.
See you later, Bella.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later, Bella.
And Chris is promoting the fact that he's got to go back to work.
With his slippers on.
Ew. No! Don't do it! It's a trap, Jeanette.
Chris,
Don't try to make Ian jealous. I know what you're doing.
Exactly.
Chris, how does it feel that you're kissing my lips there?
Bye,
See you later, Chris.
Bye, Pixie.
Get back to work.
That's it.
Oh, dear.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
You're rustling, Ian.
I'm just tidying stuff. I bought a shirt the other day, Jeanette, right? And it said on the thing that it was a long sleeve one because I went to that funeral, didn't I, last Monday?
Yeah.
Well, I opened it.
Ah.
I actually got a short one, so it was on the side, so it's moving it. It was only something like 4 or 5 quid there. I think it was a £5, I think it was. Yeah, £5.
I mean, that's not the point. If you're going and buying something, you expect to get what you buy. If
it
you
was from Primani.
Good old Primani.
Yeah, it was from there. So it was when I went to, because I had to buy me a suit. When I went in, she wouldn't let me try that one on, but she gave me one which was with long sleeves. So it was the same size. I tried the sample one on, come out and said, "Can I have the shirt back?" But I think she's picked up somebody else's who's obviously wanted a short sleeve one and not realised. I didn't realise until I got home, put the suit on, and I went, "Well, I can't wear this." So,
bye, Equinox, by the way. Thank you for dropping by.
Bye, Equinox.
Bye.
I've lost something here. I don't know what.
What?
It's that kiss it put you off your kilter, Ian.
It is. Oh, it's here. It's at the end. It's at the end.
He's lost something. I was thinking his mind, maybe.
Oh, his phone.
His phone.
Hi, dear. Speaks up. Welcome to the madhouse.
We're talking about pussies and stroking and sausages and barcodes.
The recap: sausages, pussies. I'm pregnant with DJ Ian's baby, and I'm cheating on Chris with Ian. So I think that's that covered it, hasn't it?
No, are we getting married?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah,
we're engaged.
Getting married. We're engaged to be married. Okay then, Whaley Bird. Thanks for dropping by. See you later.
See you later, Whaley Bird. Thank you for subscribing, mate.
Vicky, how are you feeling about your interview today?
Pumped. I'm feeling pumped. I talked to Keith a little bit last night because he was having trouble with his Hangouts, and yeah, I'm ready for it.
Cool, me too. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, you know what? It's gonna be my first ever interview on YouTube. So
yay!
Keith's pretty good at the interviews. I done one when I very first come on. I think it was over a year ago.
Yeah, I looked at it, and I think it was about 2 years ago, actually. Ian.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. Long time ago.
Now you're old.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Right,
yeah.
I'm just going to have a look, and I'll tell you exactly how long ago it was.
It's one of his first ones, isn't it? It's miles
Yeah,
ago.
we're a very, very long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. I've seen a few of his interviews. I watched him interviewing Gemma and Emily and a couple of other ones. So, and I've seen some of his drone videos and stuff like that too. So it's been pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it.
He's good.
Apparently, Keith and I have a secret date. Apparently.
Oh.
Hey, you'll start rumors.
Me and Ian aren't the only ones at it then.
This needs to be put on Jeremy Kyle.
He made a comment about him. The prize for a prize for or giveaway he'd do is a date with him, and I went, "Ooh, I'm in!" Like this, and I was the only one who answered. So
I tell you what was nice the other day with Keith to see his lovely other half in the one of the live streams.
Yes.
Since I've never got to meet her or speak to her before, and I come on. I think it was last week.
It ran Gales last Saturday, and I mean we have met her a time or two, but she's sort of a little bit shy. She doesn't like the spotlight, so to speak. But I thought she did very well to say that she's not.
It was lovely to see because we heard Keith speaking about. It is Pat, isn't it?
Pat, yeah.
Yeah, Pat. We heard Keith speak about Pat a lot. So it was actually nice to actually get to see her face and see who she is.
Yeah, exactly.
I like Keith. He's a good guy.
Yeah, very good guy. Very, very good guy. Yeah. I must say, I do like Crimson. Crimson is a very good looking guy from his avatar picture.
Oh, you could be at it with Crimson next, Jem.
I was talking to him yesterday afternoon on Messenger for a couple of hours yesterday.
I think there's a queue form in there, Gemma.
Yeah, I think there's quite a few people who like him. I think.
I'd say we don't really hear from these days. Do you remember Hayley and Jeanette?
Funny thing is, now as you mentioned that, Hayley Louise added me on Facebook just the other day.
I was saying she seems to. I don't know if she's checking into the live streams or what. I'm viewing, but she's never comments. She used to come in. She's a very, very pretty looking girl.
Yeah.
She was always about, wasn't she, at one point?
Yeah, same as I say, she sort of was a regular, and then sort of things have dropped off a little bit. I don't know whether she's sort of still doing YouTube or she's just like busy work-wise. And
it's with me. I dropped off for a little while, didn't I?
Yeah.
I went.
I'm going through all Keith's videos to try and find it.
Yeah, I only dropped off because of obviously personal things I was going through.
You see, Keith did a 1-to-1 because he called it 1-to-1 with Hayley Louise a year ago. I've come across that one.
Oh, okay.
Because I was way back, I think, before then.
Huh.
Yeah, because it sort of after Hayley Louise, he did Pauline Just Living, Crimson Fantasy, Barry Vlog from the Bog, and they were all a year ago.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. In the Dark with Eagle VP, it says a year ago.
Wow. Yeah, see, I'm looking forward to it. Keith's such a sweetheart, and I've seen him on a good day. I've seen him on a bad day.
I don't think that was, it just says In the Dark with Eagle VP. I think there was a panel that night, so I don't think it was.
So I done a 1-to-1 with Keith, didn't I?
Yeah, so it's all right. 1-to-1 with Random, that was a year ago. 1-to-1 with Vinny G, that was a year ago. Matt's big. Oh, yeah, 1-to-1 with DJ Ian. It says it was a year ago. He's had 291 views on that, by the way.
Nice.
Nice.
So yeah, it says 1-to-1 with Ian a year ago. It says on here
because
his episode 10 of the drone flyers, I've just looked at the thumbnail on it, is me. It's that's one of my footages down at New Brighton. Okay. Yeah, 1-to-1 with me, straight after the 291 views, half an hour it lasted.
Wow. Yeah, he usually doesn't like to go any longer than half an hour.
According to Lord Baltimore, you've got to make it between 60 to 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's what he said. Too many renters. Interview was going on way too long. Usually, it's best to do them between 60 and 90 minutes.
Yeah, he said apparently that he found some of the questions towards me where, what did he say it was? He felt like I wasn't prepared for the questions. I was like, I was, because Keith phoned me the day before.
Yeah,
I was well aware.
The thing is, Gemma, I mean, he sort of said to you, because we got on the bad boy subject.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sort of Keith didn't want to ask the question, and Gemma says, "It's all right, Keith, I don't mind,
It's one question, it's fine.
Yeah, he did ask one question, and to me, that's the sort of person Keith is very respectful, and he asked Gemma's permission, or she gave her permission to Keith to ask her, and but then when all said and done, it wasn't exactly what can I put it? It wasn't nothing demeaning or anything. The actual question.
No. Yeah. Keith was absolutely fine. I had no issues with it whatsoever. I don't understand why there's such a big deal made about it. It's silly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is,
when all said and done, Keith was respectful to Gemma in saying, well, do you want me to ask this question? Gemma could have said no, but she said yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did ask me several times. I was more than happy to answer it. I told him that. So,
to be honest with you, Gem, I think the reason why they're making a big deal out of it is I think there's a lot of jealousy there that we have our own little community of YouTubers, and we're probably doing a little bit better as a community than they are.
Yeah, but But we are the cat crew, according to said person.
Really?
Yes.
We are the cat crew.
I think he's enough, but that's me personally.
It just wants in on the pussy, that's all.
He wants to stroke my black pussy.
He wants to stroke my 3 pussies.
We're Jeanette's Madhouse community. We're friends, we're family. That's what we do.
That's right.
Well, you see the way I put it. We are a community, yes, but we're a community of friends.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And this is what he doesn't grasp.
Yeah.
It doesn't grasp that fact that we are a community of friends. And same as I said the other day, when you're sat here talking to friends, I mean, like I went on for nearly 4 hours the other day.
Yep.
Time gets away with you because you're having such a good time and having a laugh, having a joke with friends.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
No.
But I like what Gemma said to defend herself to him was she said, you know what? I'm a big girl. I'm a strong girl. I can defend myself. I don't need you there to protect me. And I really respect that she told him right up front about that,
Yeah. So last night when I said it to him, I was like, I don't need people to protect me. And he was like, oh, you're expecting people to white knight for you. No, I'm not. I didn't ask no one to defend me. I never do.
No.
I can defend myself.
But you see, this is the thing, Gemma. If we defend you, it's for a good reason.
Yeah.
When you was on the panel, everybody calling your names, everybody saying this disgusting things to you. That is when our community jump in to defend you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Same as I said the other day. I says, you take a blow at one of us, you take a blow at one of all of us.
Yeah. I wouldn't have reacted to him if it wasn't for the fact they were making fun and trying to stir up the Midnight Raven issue, which was dealt with ages ago. And then when they said, when they were like, "Oh, what do you feel about Raven?" I was like, "Don't even go there. Like, don't even stir that up again. It doesn't need to be dealt with again. That's done. It's finished."
Yeah, and she's our friend, so
yeah, exactly. That's what I said. I said she's my friend. I care a lot for her. Raven texts me, yes, and I appreciate it. She's one of my best friends on here.
You know, I look at it this way: he can't stand the fact that us women can stand up for ourselves.
Yeah.
I think that's the top and bottom of it. He can't stand the fact, his girlfriend or whatever, she might be treated like a doormat. It don't mean to say we're going to be treated like doormats.
I think I've been treated like a doormat long enough. 14 years of nothing but lies and abuse. I mean, I'm done, you know? There's no...
Yeah, I had that in high school. Like
yeah.
You know, there's only so much, you know, and if his girlfriend chooses to be treated like a doormat, that's all well and good.
Yeah.
But when you get women such as myself, such as Gemma, such as Vicky, and the Midnight Raven, it cannot stand the fact that we've got an opinion.
Yeah.
And we don't like being treated like doormats.
Yeah. Yeah. And I bet you Sophie's probably the same way, isn't she, Ian? She's a very strong woman.
Very, very. She definitely has her own opinion.
But you see, you know, I mean, sort of from his perspective, and you know, it's you know, you should be seen and not heard. You know, I think I'm hitting the nail on the head. He expects women to be seen and not heard.
Yeah.
But in this day and age, it doesn't apply.
Not anymore, no.
When I say, when I see Sophie, I see her and I hear her usually crouching, about to say, usually screaming when I've got the pussy in my hands, the black one, obviously.
I mean, to me, like mine and Chris's relationship, to him and to myself, we're equals.
Yeah.
Not I'm inferior to, you know what I mean? And that's the way it should be in a relationship. You've got to be equals.
Yeah.
Well, even me as a Christian, even like it says, you know, that women are to submit to your husbands, but it also says that a man is supposed to treat his woman as he treats himself. If you love yourself, you're supposed to treat your woman the same way you would treat yourself.
Yep.
You know?
But, you know, I mean, it's sort of, it's I'm all for equality and everything, but, I mean, in my language, such people, I call them male chauvinistic pigs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That demean women, that think that women can't have a voice. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah.
I feel like I've overpowered your stream a little bit, Jeanette. It's meant to
don't worry about it, Gemma. No, you haven't.
No,
you know, we're having a discussion. Yes, we have had laughs. You know, but sometimes it does get a little bit sort of serious, you know. And don't ever think you're sort of taking over this chat, you know.
No, I know you guys have all been having a chat and stuff. And I'm like, I don't want to feel like I've sort of drained it a bit, or like.
Oh, don't ever think that, Gemma. I mean, I invite you on the panel because I want you on my panel. If you know what I mean. Same as I invite everybody else. Yes, sometimes if more people come in, it does get a little bit, you know, when you've got everybody sort of talking at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. I love being back on your panel, Jeanette. It makes me, every time I come on here, I'm just in stitches, and talking to Crimson yesterday was hilarious. He was brilliant.
But this is what I'm saying, Gemma. You know, if it builds your confidence, then, you know, all well and good. You know, that's what we're here to do. We're here to, you know, we're not here to belittle anybody. We're here to build people's confidence.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. I've learned how to, like I said to you, Jeanette, yesterday, I've learned to communicate a lot better. And people have said to me on like YouTube, and even my family, like my mum texted me yesterday, she said, I watched part of Jeanette's stream yesterday afternoon. I got home from work, Gemma. She's such a nice lady. No wonder you call her a second mum. So I text my mum, said I've been on my second mum's live stream. And she's like, I can see why you call her it now. I'm like, yeah.
Aww.
But the same as I say, the thing is, we don't treat you any different to anybody else. You know,
no, exactly.
This is the thing that said person doesn't understand. We don't treat you as a vulnerable person. We don't treat you as an autistic person. We treat you on a level par with everyone else.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I appreciate that because, like I said, it's just I don't see myself as being defined by anything. I'm a little bit different, but I'm not everyone else. I can communicate, and I just it's not doesn't.
And I'm so proud of you that you know, you find your voice. You feel easy sort of voicing your opinions. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think it's because my dad's always been a backbone to me. My dad's always been like, come on, Gemma, say what you want to say. And he's always been like, don't lie about stuff, don't hold back. And I'm just like, you know what? That's the way my dad's raised me. He's always told me to be upfront with people when that's the way I've always been. My dad's always knocked it into me to sort of be like, be honest, Gemma, do this, do that. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's right. And that's the best way to be. Like, my kids are very shy when it comes to certain things. And I'm like, look, dude, if you don't stand up for yourself, you know, what's going to happen? I said, I can't always be there beside you, holding your hand, standing up for you.
Exactly.
That my mum's very opposite like that. My mum's she's very, very protective of me. My mum still to this day, she'll text me like 5-6 times a day, be like, oh, is everything all right, Gemma? I'm like, Mum, back off, leave me alone. You're suffocating me.
This is it. I mean, this baby, and then this sort of teaching your children how to be independent. Now, as you know, I mean, Callum is special needs, but the way we treat him, we don't treat him any different from anybody else because he needs that independence. He needs to be able to stand alone and voice his opinions, whereas anybody else would, you know, oh, Callum's special needs, you know, he needs treating with. No, he doesn't need treating.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. No,
he needs to be treated as a person and as an individual, not let his disability define him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, too right. Exactly.
His name is Callum, not disabled.
Callum.
Yeah.
Callu. Callum.
Okay. Well, I mean, but that's it. Like, that's what I mean, though. His name is Callum, but it's not disabled Callum. You know what I mean?
No. Yeah. And it's I treat him like it does. I mean, touch wood is sort of never gave us cause to do, but you know he is sort of person he never lies, and I believe him when he tells me because he's sort of person that can't look you in the eye and tell you're a lie.
Yeah, you know if he's fibbing.
Yeah. And we've sort of instilled in him. You do something wrong, it comes with consequences.
Yeah.
Hi, Karate Joe. But yeah, you know, I mean, but that's the same for kids worldwide. You know, if you bring your children up right, then they know right from wrong, and they know if they do something wrong, it does come with consequences, same as Vicky said earlier on.
Yeah, exactly. My parents always warn me they know that I know right from wrong, and if I do something wrong, they'll know that they'll either confront me or I'll be pulled aside a bit. Gemma, you've done this, and I'm like, oh, okay. Whereas I know not to do it. So
this is it. You know, you know, and when all's said and done, all kids do that at some point in their life. Yeah, they do things wrong, but to me, Callum being honest with me, that is worth more than him standing there telling me a bare-faced lie.
Yeah.
You know, the fact that he feels that he could be honest with me, you know, and admit when he's done something wrong.
Yeah, I believe kids need to be held accountable. And I mean, in today's day and age, all they have to do is go, I'm going to call children's aid. You know what? And parents are afraid. And I'm like, no, I'm a firm believer in lines, in grounding, in, you know, and whatever else. Like, I've never had to spank my kids or whatever else. but I'm telling you right now, if they need a good swat in the butt, they're gonna get one.
Exactly.
I got the belt when I was a kid. You know, like I would never do that to my kids, but still, it's
Yeah, but that's the thing nowadays. There's all this political correctness about you hitting and abuse and whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? And I'm same Vicky. I'm a firm believer. I mean, I got belt and all sorts when I was growing up.
Yep.
But one, I've never been in trouble. One, I've never stole anything. Two, I've never done drugs or anything. So, from my point of view, yeah, my dad and my mum, ruled with an iron fist, so to speak. Yeah. Hi, Alice. How are you?
Hi, Alice.
And to me, that is what a lot of the parents are lacking nowadays.
Yep, I agree.
The sort of from my respect. Ian, he's got his microphone turned off, and I can see him laughing.
I think he's cool.
I hope you're not cheating on me.
Yes, it does. Yeah. What's up, Mrs. P? She's talking about.
He's on the telephone. He's on his telephone.
That's funny. Yeah, but you know what? I agree with you, Jeanette, and it's a thing that kids get away with too much these days, and there's not enough discipline.
Exactly, and that is the nail on the head. Yeah. There's that many parents nowadays pussyfooting about the children. They're scared to discipline the children. And if Callum ever come to me and said, "Oh, blah blah blah," I'm going to ring, social services on you. Here's the phone. I'll even look number up for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Have you ever seen Russell Peters before?
No, no.
He's got a joke. He's a comedian, and they're from India. His dad is, and Russell grew up in Toronto, and it's funny. He says his dad would start yelling at him, and he'd give him a cuff upside the head or whatever, and he'd go, "Oh, I'm going to call Children's Aid," and he goes, "Here's the phone." He says, "Between the time that you phone them and the time that they get here," he goes, "somebody's going to get hurt real bad."
That's it. Same as you said, a lot nowadays pussyfoot around it.
Yeah, that's like the other day. I took my nephew out, and I took him out to town when the school was on half term, and he threw a paddy in the middle of town.
Oh.
And I warned him 3 times. I said, "You got to count to 3 to get up," because he was threw himself on the floor. I said, "If you don't get up by the count of 3, I'll pull you up." And he was screaming. And by 2.5, I was like, right, pulled him up by the hand. I said, "You don't do that." I said, "You listen to me." I said, "I gave you 3 chances to get up. You've refused." I said, "Therefore, you're not having sweets. You can forget about your sweeties that I get you." So we went straight on the bus. I brought him back here, and he's sulked. I went, "Yep, you can get on with it." And I left him in the corner of my sofa.
Well, you see, the thing is, I mean, my second eldest and my other 3 children, he had got a thing about it. He used to throw a paddy and throw himself on the floor.
Oh, boy.
You know what I used to do? I used to say, "Bye, I'll see you in a bit." And I used to leave him having a paddy on the floor. But as soon as my back was turned and I started walking off and I knew I meant it, he soon shot up off the floor and come running after me.
Crimson!
Hi, Crimson.
Hey, how's it going?
This is the same scenario. Brad just used to let him throw himself on the floor, let him have a paddy, say, "Right, I'll see you in a bit when you get over it." And I walked off. And the minute, he knew I meant business and I weren't going to pussyfoot about him. And I started walking off. He soon got off his feet then and ran after me.
My kids do that in the middle of a mall. They'd say that to me. I said, "Fine, you know what? I'll see you when you're ready to talk." And I'd start, "Mom, no, I'm sorry."
Exactly. Exactly.
Same thing.
Hello, Crimson. How are you?
I'm good. I was here earlier and I fell asleep and I woke back up. So it's that late night editing. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you've missed the latest news.
Oh yeah.
Oh, why? What happened?
I'm engaged to DJ Ian. I'm having his baby, and we're getting married.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're cheating on me, huh? I see how it is.
Well,
I'm gonna have to have a word with DJ Ian.
I can't tell a lie. I'm in great demand. You know, it's not my fault.
Crimson, I also said earlier that I found you good looking. I was talking about you earlier.
Yeah. I says, get in the queue, Gemma.
Oh my! You're gonna make me blush, and I just woke up.
Yeah, you've got a queue forming, Crimson.
Yeah, I don't know what to say to that. You know, like it's very cool. You know, but I appreciate it. You know, you guys are all awesome.
We've had a good live stream. We've had a laugh.
Yeah.
But me and Ian didn't want to start rumours, you see.
Yeah, and of course now he's got his microphone muted and he's not commenting
and he's just like, I'm not gonna deal with the press. I'm just gonna leave it as it is.
We got on about Butlins and Ian sort of skirted around the subject, and Chris says, well, I know that for a fact because I drove there. I'm waiting.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man! And of course, Jeanette's seen all
what I'm saying. This is what it's all about. We're just here to have fun.
Absolutely.
You know.
I'm looking forward to chatting some more to you, Crimson.
Sorry?
I'm looking forward to chatting to you some more on Messenger.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun. You know, I have some time today. I'll definitely message you.
I understand you're being interviewed.
Yeah, I talked to Random and she said she wanted to interview me, and I asked her, I was like, are you still interested, like on Friday? And she said, oh, next Wednesday. So I hit her up today. I was like, are we still on for today? And I don't know. She hasn't gotten back to me yet, but maybe I might be interviewed today.
A bit of a conflict of interest because Keith is doing an interview with Vicky, the Night Owl, as well tonight.
Oh, well, maybe we can do like, you know, like early evening and late evening kind of thing. Like we don't have to do it right on top of each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's scheduled for 8 p.m. our time, so that'd like be. Are you 6 hours or 5 hours?
5. It'll be about 3 o'clock my time.
Yeah.
So, well, I don't know. She said that, but she hasn't gotten back to me. But you know, I'm down to reschedule. I don't want to like overlap with anybody.
Yeah, well, you have
to. Actually, Bella brought it up. I didn't know about the one with you and Gail. You see,
I didn't know if it was for sure or not. That's why I didn't want to go around saying it was confirmed. You know what I mean? Like she said, like this Wednesday. But I messaged her, you know, this morning when Bella mentioned it. I was like, "Are we still on for today?"
Yeah.
We see this as a thing.
Who knows what's gonna happen? It's random, you know what I mean? It's random.
I mean, you see, this is the thing really Gail works full time. It's hard to schedule in something, you know.
Yeah, it's really hard to get that collab out of her. You know what I mean? She works full time, and I respect anyone that does that. You know what I mean? But it's great that she can take time off to do collabs or do live streams, or you know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah. But
well, I'll give it another 5 minutes because I know you were late coming in, Crimson. But as per, I've got over 3 hours again.
No, I saw your 3 hour mark when I was coming in, and I'm like, you know what? I know they're probably going to be ending it soon, so I'll come and say hi.
Yeah. Oh.
And I do appreciate it very much, Crimson.
Hey, no worries. You know, when I'm very loyal that way. Like if I meet friends on YouTube or if I meet people, it's like I show loyalty. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we discussed this yesterday, didn't we, Crimson? You were saying how you like to be awake for Jeanette's live stream. We mentioned this yesterday.
Exactly. I have like my phone like ready for 4 o'clock my time, 5 o'clock.
I know, that's why I set my alarm too for 5 a.m. now.
And for everybody's information, it's actually me that DJ is talking to on the phone.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's not.
Is it? It's probably Sophie. And look, he's not even commenting, so I don't know. Maybe he's even muted us. You know,
he's whispering sweet nothings in Sophie's ears, and I'll be having a stern word afterwards.
Yeah, that's right. He's seen all your tattoos. You've seen all his tattoos. There's no secret.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's having. For your information as well, Crimson, so you've sort of got to outdo him on that one. He's having a portrait of me done on his arm.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm making microwavable sponge pudding.
Oh, making me feel hungry.
That's enough. That's enough said, DJ. And come on now.
Yeah,
I sort of did talk to him privately and run him through the recipe and everything yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I gave him the ingredients and a sort of quick, you know, what to do.
Yeah. All right. Did he get his Did you, Crimson? Did you get that recipe in the mail then?
No. Jeanette gave me the recipe. I have pretty much all the ingredients. All I have to do is get flour.
I also sort of gave him the website where the recipe's from in case there was any, you know, problems, so to speak.
Because I've always wanted to. I want to try something different, and I went on my Instagram and I made like cake in a mug.
Oh.
And you know, everyone really. It was like a 30-second kind of like Vine type of like, you know, quick cooking segment. And people really loved it. So I was like, you know what? Maybe
I threw the challenge down to him.
Yeah.
It's quick and easy. It's microwavable. So that's sort of your next.
Yeah, you know, there you go.
Like I'm not gonna make like what Jeanette makes. Like this is just kind of like, you know, to help me. Like I'm more gonna gear it towards like if you're having like Netflix and you want like a snack, like a cool snack or like video games. You know what I mean? Kind of. It goes with the channel, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like Chex Mix or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Something that's like a really creative snack that you're gonna want to eat while you're playing a video game, because a lot of gamers like to snack and eat.
And on a serious note, we was talking about hand action.
Hand action. Oh, like.
Well,
she's triggering my perverted like oh my god, it's like don't feed the bears.
No, the gist of the conversation was electric hand mixer, and he said no, I've got like a whisk.
Oh my god,
I've got a whisk, and I says it's all in the hand action. You've got to, you know, put plenty of air.
I said my wrist hand game is strong, so she has nothing to worry about.
So it's all in the hand action, you see.
They're strong as bricks.
Yeah, well, that's okay. You fell asleep at the right point today because we've been talking about pussy and what else was it, Jeanette?
Oh yeah, I'm pregnant with Ian's baby and.
How I sent Jeanette a picture of my dog taking a crap on the side of the road. Zoomed in.
But that's the same as I said to Gemma. I says, if your dad or your mum asks you sort of what we sort of talked about, you know, sort of skirt around it, say, you know, sausages, pussies. What?
It's like an innuendo fest.
I'm having Ian's baby. I'm engaged to him, and we're getting married.
But he's also got another girlfriend that's pregnant. You know.
Oh yeah, he's got an harem of women that are pregnant.
See, that's the thing about me. You know, like I dodged that bullet. You know what I mean? I'm not ready for that yet.
You know, and he's got to work 24 hours a day to pay the maintenance to all these women that he's got pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah, child support. That would be horrible.
Yeah, and we.
I'm like, I don't need that.
Yeah, and we only after Ian because
yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
No, I want kids. I want kids when I'm more financially stable. When I'm a little older, like I feel like I'm still a kid myself.
You're a very mature man, Crimson.
I am, but at the same time, it's like I want to be a little more successful, have more money in my pocket. You know, I want to be financially ready for a kid. Like, I don't want to just bring a kid in the world just to bring a kid, you know?
Yeah.
The world's dark enough as it is.
Talk to DJ Ian. He's got plenty of people knocked up round the country.
Maybe he needs a fraternity test like that talk show. You know, Jeremy Kyle.
Like Maury.
Yeah, Maury.
You are the father.
I'll tell you a funny thing about that collab is that I meant to put Random as like the girl that's sitting next to me, but somehow it got messed up that Keith was actually the woman and Random was the little boy. And I kind of just left it. I was like, this is funny. I was like, it was because I like Keith as a little boy, it's a little funny, but Keith as a woman, that's hilarious.
Plus the one where he's running naked through the streets.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You forgot about that one.
Gemma, you have to understand. I'm a little weird, but I have this fascination with making Keith doing awkward things on my channel.
Okay. Well, Crimson, aren't we all weird in our own way?
Yeah, definitely. It's more of an eccentric. We're all eccentric. You know what I mean? Like we all have our own different thing going on, but I like to take the piss with myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, we all do. We all have a laugh and joke at ourselves. Like I always take the account myself. I look at things I've said or done. I'm like, oh, Jimmy, you real muppet! What the hell do you do?
I love that was classic right there.
I always do that. I'm like, oh no!
Everyone, Ian's back. He can hear us.
It could be worse. It could be Mrs. P. Could be pregnant.
That means I'll have the planet pregnant, apparently.
Yeah.
I've got some good news.
What's that?
Hey.
Jessup's have got my camera back after 3 months.
Oh.
Hey.
Yay.
Only 3 months.
I thought you were cheating on me there.
Yeah, well, the wife was just informing me that the camera's back.
Oh.
So she was in work. She was on loudspeaker, and I shouted around her work colleagues, "I hope you got the thrush cleaned up today, love."
Oh, better get this in check then.
she's not happy with me now.
Oh.
Oops.
It could have been worse.
I finally got my camera back, which I'm happy about.
Yeah. You could have shouted, "Have you been checked for clap?"
There is always that, I guess.
That's the next.
At least with the clap, it's like you can get it treated. Like I wouldn't want to get crabs, like especially living with somebody. Like you know what I mean? Like people that aren't even involved in that are just around you are gonna get it. They're just gonna be like, oh, like, well, why am I itching?
This is no word of a lie. I've laughed that much today. This is all viewers.
I saw you crying earlier before I passed out. Like you were crying from laughter.
All I can say to your comment, Crimson, is thank gosh I have not been sexually active as of yet. I have, yes.
Yeah.
But yes,
I've not been Mrs. P's pregnant.
that'll be a deterrent for sure, Gemma. Like you know.
But that where I couldn't stop laughing, it was Bella. She was telling us about a story.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see her reaction? Did you see her reaction when I said she was naked?
Well, I thought she was too when she first come on. I'm like, is she wearing a shirt or what's going on?
Yeah, I thought she was naked when I came on.
and then here I come in and I just say it just like right off the bat. I was just like, "Hey Bella, you naked, girl?"
but yeah, the story told Crimson was they used to go and like hang out as bands and whatever because a boyfriend at the time was part of a band, and she says their band sat one side of the room and her band sat the other. Now, this other band was passing a cigarette about.
Yeah.
And she said to her boyfriend, "Oh, they must be hard up because they've only got one cigarette between them." And they came over to Bella and asked her if she wanted a puff on this cigarette. She says, I opened my packet and says, "No, you can have one of mine if you like."
Oh, I love Bella.
She's so clueless.
You know,
yeah, you don't share a cigarette like that. There's other things you share like that. You don't share a cigarette or a toothbrush.
But yes, I mean it was the actual cigarette that they were sharing. That what got me, you know. I mean, she says, "I know I'm thick." She says, but she didn't get it at the time exactly what this cigarette was that they were passing about.
Yeah.
I've seen people take a drag from someone else's cigarette, but not share a cigarette. You know what I mean?
I've tried smoking once, and my dad caught me, and he hit the roof. Never ever again.
You know, this was a special kind of cigarette.
Oh, now it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah, it was
wacky.
Yeah.
I remember when I tried my cigarette for the first time. I was at the park with my friends. It was a Friday night. We'd just finished school. We'd left school, and it was like, "Oh, let's go to the park to celebrate. It's a party." I was like, "Okay." Below to me, my dad and his girlfriend were walking through the park. Caught me and my friend at the play park having a cigarette, and my dad literally made the most embarrassing hell out of it for me for ages. So you'll never ever do that again, Gemma, and I've never ever touched one since.
I hope. Ian's up.
Yeah, he's changing.
With it.
Showing the guns off.
Yeah. Well, at least there's one thing. There's one.
I'll get the nipple out in a minute.
I feel like I have to throw money at the camera now. You know what I mean?
Or tuck it in his vest strap.
Get some nipple tassels, you're set. You know, you'll make some good money.
Are you trying to tempt us, Ian?
Say it again, Jen.
I said, are you trying to tempt us, Ian?
I am.
I've already done that. Already done that. Got the t-shirt.
Yeah, exactly. Mrs. P needs some entertaining.
See, I wore a tank top like that on a live stream while I was playing a video game, and I got so much hate. They're just like, "You're the equivalent of a gamer girl." That's what they called me, and I was like, I'm far from a gamer girl, guys. Stupid troll.
Like the never salty nuts. We're all going to in the next few minutes because I've been going over 3 hours.
Yep.
So as they say, better late than never.
So we've talked about some things today.
From what I've heard, this is a very interesting live stream. We talked everything, even bullies at one point to
As I just say, we have a laugh, we talk about some serious stuff, and then we get back to
I just made a comment of I'm glad Carter went back to bed.
We even spoken about black pussies.
Yeah. Can I have 3 pussies?
And I've got 3.
I had a black pussy. I had a black pussy back in the day. The cat's name was the cat's name was Midnight.
I've got a black one, a ginger one, and a black and white one.
Why does Crimson's voice when he says black pussy sound more seductive?
And I've got 2 pussies. I got 2 black ones, 1 short hair, 1 long hair. So
one's for the winter, one's for the summer.
I'm not a fan of long hair. It's all about the short hair. You got the short hair cats for the win.
As he's just said, 1 for the winter and 1 for the summer.
Yep. That's right.
It's like my music video about how I'm looking for a girl and I'm like logging on and looking for cats online. It's like there's a lot of pun imagery going on there. Like it's not cats.
Salty Nuts has put suddenly this stream has gone a bit sinister. You ought to have tuned in earlier on, Salty Nuts.
I've got to say.
It would have been right up your alley.
And you know, it's great. Vlog from the Bog and me weren't here today for it to happen, so it just happened on its own.
Yeah.
And the one who's normally quiet as well.
Yeah.
For Salty Nuts information, I'm having an affair with DJ Ian. I'm engaged to him. I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
Meal ticket.
Yep.
And we've got a prenup, and she's going on all the holidays all year round.
Yeah.
And they're going on Jeremy Kyle.
Yeah.
USA.
We're having a paternity test. A DNA test.
I've never heard Gemma laugh so hard in my life. That's awesome.
It's awesome to hear Gemma laugh. Yeah, I've never heard Gemma laugh this much.
Yeah.
So the next paternity test is Gemma.
Yeah.
You know, is it Crimson or is it DJ Ian?
Yeah.
Or both.
Well, if the kid comes out a little Spanish, you know, it's like a mixed baby. So you know it's me.
There you go. Salty Nut says, "Oh, Jeanette has been cheating on me." You know.
Oh no, she's cheating on Crimson.
Oh, there's a third person. There's a third. Wow, Jeanette exposed. That's what we should call like the stream. Jeanette exposed.
Well, you know, all I've got to say is there's plenty around.
I love how she's kind of like taken back by it. She's like, I like she just doesn't know what to say.
Well, like, you know, I mean, I know I'm desirable and everything, but hey, guys, plenty to go around.
Mother Goose is taking in calls, guys. Call now.
Oh, Salty Nuts has said he's the love doctor.
Yep, that's it.
I think we should rename Jeanette's stream the Jeanette's Giggle Bunch.
Jeanette?
I think that's a brilliant idea. All we do is giggle.
Yeah.
Jeanette, you left your baby on you.
Oh dear.
Oh my god. What? Do you have a kid, Ian? I hope you have a kid for that baby oil.
I've got one for every occasion, Ian, so don't worry about it.
As long as you have.
You know, I've got one at
That's it
every
for next
location.
Oh my God.
Even Chris has got one at work.
This is crazy.
Yeah, honestly, he's got baby oil at work. I tell no lie.
Yeah. She looks. We're all laughing, and Jeanette's just sitting there straight faced.
No, I'm
Like
not,
you
I'm
d-
not
like-
lying. He has got baby oil for work.
Yeah.
I'm being serious.
Is it for his hair? Is it for his scalp?
No.
Like, does he put it on it? Oh my.
Should I tell you why he's got baby oil at work? And I'm being serious now.
Like, you have to tell us now. Like, my mind is kind of like putting like multiple scenarios together as to why he has it. Like, I'm just like, why?
It's quite a serious reason why. It cleans lifts, right? And
Yeah.
obviously, you know,
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
are aluminium. Now, the only thing that gets all the scuffs and the smears and everything off is baby oil.
Yeah.
Now, another series
yeah.
one. Another series one. I've got Jeanette.
Oh.
What's the first word? That is a weird word to put before an ultrasound. Like, what's the difference between that and a regular ultrasound? Like, it just seems like it's like high tech or something.
Antenatal is when you're having a baby.
Oh. I thought it was just ultrasound, but I guess there's another word before it.
Oh my gosh.
A friend's one that.
We know the truth. We know the truth.
All I have to say is check the complexion of the kid, you know, like before anything.
Oh my God.
Alternates have said before, we know DJing could work in a brothel. That's why what the baby oil is for. He's already got a brothel because he's got an harem of women.
I'm just waiting for the first client to come around. When are you coming around, Jeanette?
Trust me, working at a brothel isn't as great as you would think.
Speaking from experience, are we, Steve?
They don't call me bad boy for nothing.
And going back to the fart situation, them that dealt it smelt it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh my
You know,
I'll tell you one thing. I have been to a strip club once, and I ordered food there. I ordered a hamburger, and I got sick, and I had to leave.
Oh.
Yeah. Truth be told, guys, don't ever order the menu at a strip club. It's not home cooked food. It's just you don't know where that's been. Like I was sick for like 2 days. Like it was like undercooked or something. Like because like it's so dark, right? You look at the burger and it's like bleeding.
I'm lucky I've never been to a strip club and wouldn't want to.
No, neither have I.
I can't say I haven't, so.
Oh yeah.
It was one of those things, you know, you go with friends, they're all going after you go to a club, and I was just like, all right, I'll have an open mind, but I was hungry. I wanted to eat a hamburger, and that ruined the rest of the night for me. I was just like sorry?
Is that what you call a hamburger these days? Is that what you've been eating?
It's code name for something.
I'm going to have to start making a bucket list, and going to a strip club is no, better still, one of these pole dance clubs. You know, I'll have to put it on my bucket list.
Yeah, there you go.
I've got a friend who owns one called Pure Lap.
I'm going to get one of those poles installed in my apartment and do like a little segment where you can like work out with crims.
Or
I will get the leg off it.
Jeanette, you could do a live stream on a pole with baby oil.
Ian,
No, I just pictured Jeanette like a contortionist on the pole. She's doing weird things with her legs, like in the circus. You know what I mean? It's very artistic. It's very artistic.
I say you'd probably be imagining things then, Crimson, because I wouldn't even get my leg off at floor.
We'll fly a drone around.
You know, it's sort of put one of them warnings. The audience has got to use the imagination because you can't cock a leg round pole.
I can just see the disclaimer. I can see the
disclaimer
please
before
no. Use your imagination with this. Viewer discretion is advised.
Not using imagination because all I can do is like walk round pole and that's about it.
I can barely do chin ups. Like I can do a couple chin ups, so I can understand. Like you know, going on a pole and doing that, like that's effort. That's a skill. You know what I mean? And it's not a.
I could do the nipple tassel thing. I mean, that's no problem. You know what I mean? You know.
It's like, which way are they pointing? East or south?
I'm going to say, so long as you're my next to large. But yeah, I can rock the nipple tassel thing, but, you know.
Oh my God, I can't. Jeanette's one of the only people that can make me just kill myself with laughter.
Can you imagine me walking towards the pole? I'd probably go arse of a tit and end up on the floor in a pair of high heels.
Oh my gosh.
You would have like the Christmas theme, since that's your thing. You know what I mean? You'd have like the Christmas stage and everything. You'd have like the candy cane pole. You know what I mean?
I'll have to get the Christmas outfit out and do that.
Yeah.
Jingle bells, jingle bells.
And sorting up getting it on. That can dance around my pole any day.
Oh my.
Talk of the
that was a patent. Oh my, right there. Like, that was awesome.
And Barry's in and he's put, you're talking about lube and baby oil, then I come in, lol.
That is a segue for vlog. Holy crap.
Here's a picture of me because it's warm outside.
That is a weird ultrasound. Oh my God. It looks like abstract art. You got a Picasso in your belly.
You've seen that painting on the ceiling? That's mine. You know, I'm a big oil painting.
It's like Michelangelo's David with Jeanette's face on it.
Yeah. I need something to paint me.
I'm sure I can make that happen somehow. I'm gonna look into that. I'm gonna make Jeanette the Michelangelo's.
Is that?
Yeah.
Ian and Crimson are both hilarious.
Thank you.
Barry says, does this come with an 18 certificate? Yeah. You'll have to watch it earlier, Barry. It got a lot worse than this.
Yeah, it's been a crazy stream, Barry. Trust me. Like, coming from me, yeah, it's been crazy. But in a good way. In a good way, obviously.
What's that, Ian?
I've just been my normal self and I've been quiet the whole stream.
Well, I'm just going to say something, Barry. This is what you get when you try dancing round a pole. You get black and blue. You get bruises in all sorts of places.
And Barry, this is what you get when you picture Jeanette dancing around them poles.
You get a Picasso in your belly. A Picasso in your belly.
And Bella wear a wacky backy.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, we got to tell her about how Bella was naked.
Yeah, and right at the beginning, Bella came in with like a sundress on, and it looked like she was naked because she could only see her shoulders.
Yeah.
So you've got to watch it back, you know. Bella was naked.
And then I come in and I'm like, "Hey, Bella, are you naked?" And she was, "No, I'm not naked. Look, I got straps on." You know.
Yeah, and she got offered a spliff.
Oh, you okay, Gemma?
Yeah, I'm good.
She's choking herself now. Salty Nuts says, Babe Station, I will tune into the stream whenever I'm on.
Holy cow.
I've got your friend request, Vicky. I accepted it a little while ago, so I've got you on Facebook now.
Awesome.
Oh, you seen what he's put? He's buttering us up now.
Uh-oh.
It says only for Gemma, Jeanette and Night Towel.
Yeah, see, Are you going to be there for my interview, Barry, tonight?
I'm on about Salty Nuts, yeah. So if you want to tune in to a babe being interviewed tonight. The Night Owl is being interviewed by Mr. Eagle VP.
I will promote it on Twitter and on my Facebook, Vicky.
I love how two birds are coming together for an interview. This is going to be amazing.
Excuse me?
An owl and an eagle.
I know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like I looked at it that way, like a bird, like two birds, you know, like that English term.
Yes.
Yes, an owl and an eagle coming together.
Yep.
Should be a good knowledge. I don't know if the World Cup's on tonight, but if it is, then I should be able to probably check in for 45 minutes or so before I start DJing.
Sounds good.
So it depends. If there's no football on, then I start for 8 o'clock. If there's football on, it's normally got 9 o'clock it finishes. So fingers crossed it's 9 o'clock, because then I'm on till 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, wow.
Can I say my thing about soccer? Like my thing about soccer is like I hate how they fake injury. Like they fake injuries just so like they can get like the yellow card or whatever, and they're just like, ow, ow. I'm like, I've seen better acting in other places. You know what I mean? Like,
so they're standing up and running about pitch again.
Yeah.
Yeah, like to me that turns me off from it. It's like you see hockey, you see basketball, and like, you know, like they can take a good check to the board or fall or, you know, sprain their ankle and they're not, you know, crying. I don't know. I hate that part of soccer. It ruins it for me. But
you see,
overall, I love it.
Going back to when England played Panama on Sunday, and I was saying, you know, God, you know, is this a football match or is it a wrestling match? And they were falling over. They were, you know, and anybody think they'd won World Cup when they scored one against England?
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad.
So I've not watched football for years.
I remember the Simpsons parodied it.
Yeah.
They all go to the stadium. They're like, "Oh yeah, World Cup," and then like, you know, like they get in and it's like, you know, the opposing team is just kicking the soccer ball to each other and the other side is just standing there and they're just kicking it back and forth to each other. They're like, "What the hell? This is boring." Then eventually they just started rioting.
At the end of the day, it's just 22 fellas kicking a ball about.
Yeah. Overpaid, overhyped bunch of men. Yes.
My sport is UFC fighting.
Yeah, I love UFC. That's good.
Yeah, I do.
I would do UFC, but I would probably like lose. But I would still do it just for fun. You know what I mean? I like boxing.
Barry wants
Sunday. Just come
Barry
into my
wants
club.
to do that noise again, Steve.
I challenge DJ Ian to an MMA fight.
That's fine. Go for it. Go for it. I can sort that. Do you know where I'm from?
I'll do like a montage of me training on my channel. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm going to say,
I'll get ready.
Seriously, Crimson, are you seeing the size of DJ Ian?
I'm a big boy.
Oh, that's just.
I also work out like off and on like my whole life, so like I'm naturally like muscular. So.
Oh, okay.
Not that you're self-promoting, right?
Yeah.
No, Crimson,
just
big boy sausage for nothing, you know.
No, I would have a challenge with DJ, and I'm not saying he'd be a pushover, but it'd be a good fight. I think it would be a really good fight.
Barry says in 8 years' time, it's coming over to Canada as well as the US and Mexico. I don't know whether he means UFC or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I think he means the soccer. Knowing vlog, it's the soccer.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, on that note, guys, I gotta head out because I got.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut the stream down shortly anyway.
I'm gonna put my big boy sausage on the barbecue because it's roasting out there.
I'm not gonna self-promote, but I might be live streaming a video game later.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to self-promote either, but
and Natasha, we're just closing it down, Natasha. I've been going on for nearly 4 hours again.
I don't want to self-promote, but I absolutely love women, unlike some people we know.
Oh, we know,
So
we all
true.
know that, DJ Ian.
Yeah, me too, DJ Ian.
We've got everybody pregnant around the country.
Yeah.
And of course, we love the beautiful Crimson too. who's on here.
Wow, thank you so much, Gemma. You always make me blush.
And Harry's put, please no self-promoting.
But you know, I've got most women in the UK pregnant. I'm moving to Canada, so watch yourself, Vicky.
He's branching out. He's branching out and putting Picassos in women's bellies all worldwide.
Yeah.
He's everywhere.
Right, I want to thank everybody for coming on, especially Ian, Crimson, Gemma, and the lovely Vicky.
Yeah.
And I'm not
It
self-promoting.
was a pleasure talking to everyone. Nice seeing you again, Gemma, Night Owl, Ian.
I'm not self-promoting. I'm promoting that Keith has got.
Carry on our discussions.
Yeah, Keith has got an interview with the lovely Vicky, aka Night Owl, tonight at 8 p.m. UK time. So everybody tune into that later on.
Yep, we'll do.
So
It's been lovely having. I need to go and lie down now because in my condition, you know, the heat's getting to me, and at my age, it's hard being pregnant at 56 nearly.
Oh my!
I'll see you all later.
And I'll go for some pizza.
Crimson, I'll take your messenger in a minute.
All right, cool.
I've already got one of them.
I think that's in Canada. I think that's in Canada. We have Dick's Pizza.
I'm going to say I fancy me some Dick's Pizza.
But you haven't had pizza until you've had a Dick's Pizza.
Yeah.
It's like don't knock it till you try it, guys. You always got to have a good Dick's Pizza.
In my condition, and it's for Dick's Pizza.
I kind of wonder what extra cheese would mean in that sense. Like, I'm not going to get there.
Vicky, I'll be uploading your poem in the next hour, Vicky, and I'll post it to Jeanette's Facebook group page as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so thank you everybody for joining us and everybody that's made this panel enjoyable and this live stream.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure with you guys. Like, I enjoy talking to you guys. Yeah. Bye.
Probably.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye.